Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are San Diego.
Welcome back to the desert as the Cactus League schedule comes to an end today. Back in Peoria, Arizona, where the San Diego Padres host the Colorado Rockies. Welcome inside the sports complex, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. All spring long, we've been talking about the possibilities for the Padres in their rotation. And with today being the last game, we find out who the official 5 will be.
And the competition is complete, so I love lists. So how about a top 5 list? 2017 starting rotation for the San Diego Padres. Jhoulys Chacín, the veteran, pretty much a starter throughout his whole career. Clayton Richard, a back. Just had a great season last year, a bounce-back season for the left-hander. Trevor Cahill, last couple years out of the bullpen. He can't start, obviously. Jared Weaver, can he give you close to 150, 200 innings? We'll wait and see. But the one thing that really sticks out, Don, is this. Luis Perdomo, we saw him last year grow right before our eyes into a big league starter. It threw the ball extremely well. But the one thing that sticks out for me, when you line up this rotation, 4 in Los Angeles, the opener in San Diego, guess who gets the rock opening day? Luis Perdomo. I couldn't be happier for the youngster.
Should be exciting for Perdomo, no doubt, and good to have him on the rotation for the Padres. We'll talk about Luis Perdomo and his maturation when we come back after this with Bob Scanlon.
You know.
San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need to support the health and well-being of your pet. And by Sequan Casino, play, win together in the heart of San Diego. Welcome back to Peoria as we get ready for the last spring training game of 2017 for the Padres. But before we get it started, let's send it down to field level and Bob Scanlon.
Hey, thanks, Don. You know, as you and Mark were talking about, the rotation has been set. And the interesting thing is that there's one guy who was on the roster last year. The other 4 starters were not. But Luis Perdomo was the only member of this rotation last year that was on the roster. And remember, he made the team as a Rule 5 pitcher. So Andy Green sparingly using him out of the bullpen for a little while. But then he figured out his fastball. He decided, with Darren Spaldley's help, to start taking a little bit off. He got more movement, but he's not one-dimensional. As you see in the video here, a lot of sliders, a good changeup to go with it as well. By the end of the season, he had established himself as the most consistent starter for the Padres. He ended up leading the team in wins with 9. It's a great story, and a guy that may not have made the team out of spring training, but he gets rewarded for it, and he gets to be the number 5 guy, which has multiple benefits. Number 1, of course, as Mark mentioned, he gets a chance to be the starting pitcher for the home opener at Petco, but more importantly, in that number 5 spot, it gives the Padres a chance to lengthen out his innings and give him days off when he may need him to try to get him through the entire season. And the final part, of course, is the fact that he could be a great mentor for the other Rule 5 guys, potentially 3 of them on this roster on opening day for Andy Green. It's great to see a guy who made it work. Most Rule 5 guys don't even make it out of spring training, let alone make the next day's opening roster. Great job by Luis Perdomo. Coming up next, we've got the veteran Clayton Richard going to throw the first pitch for the San Diego Padres versus the Colorado Rockies. Final game of spring coming up here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Arizona, as spring training comes to a finality today. The Padres and Rockies will wrap it up here today from Peoria Sports Complex, the final spring training game for the Padres of the spring. Well, let's check out the visiting Colorado Rockies starting 9 today, led by former Padres manager Bud Black, as Charlie Blackmon will lead it off. He is in center field with DJ LeMahieu at second base, batting second. Carlos Gonzalez in right field with Nolan Arenado at third base in the cleanup spot. Trevor Story, who was a fantastic story a year ago at shortstop. Mark Reynolds is at first base with Stephen Cardullo in left field. Tony Wolters is the catcher, batting eighth, and Tyler Anderson out of the 9 spot. Defensively for the Padres, from left to right across the outfield, Manuel Margot, Travis Jankowski, and Hunter Renfroe. Third to first, Ryan Schimpf, Alan Cordoba, as Yangervis Solarte is at second, and it is Dusty Coleman at first with Hector Sanchez doing the catching today for Clayton Richard.
Well, the final tune-up for the left-hander Clayton Richard. Hope he can go 6 or 7 innings as they approach opening day Monday when the bell rings. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now Charlie Blackmon standing in to lead it off here for the Rockies, and so far for Bud Black, it's been a tough spring training. The one thing you want to do is stay healthy, and that's one thing the Rockies have not been able to do during the spring.
Yeah, one of the bigger signs for the Rockies, Ian Desmond out, DL. That's a big league hang with him. And you see his 6th start for Clayton Richard. Trying to locate the fastball, the high ERA. The main thing for Clayton is that he's got his mechanics in order. He is ready to go once opening day starts. And toe that slab game 2 against the Dodgers.
And Joey Blackmon having a terrific spring so far for the Rockies. 6th start of the spring for Richard, 1-1, and his final tune-up before the regular season.
Boy, Clayton Richard going with the side saddle delivery. Almost a stretch position, just a little baby step towards third base before he goes into that leg kick, keeping things simple. Leg kick, slow, arm out, working down.
Chop to first, and Dusty Coleman right along the line will tag the bag, and there's the first out of the ball game. Now Richard will be the number 2 starter for the Padres as the rotation is lined up to begin the regular season.
Chacin, Richard, Cahill, Weaver, Perdomo.
Any surprises for you there?
Well, the battle with Cahill and Kosar, you know what I like about that is the interchangeable parts. Either one of those guys can be in the bullpen, and that seems like what it's going to be for Kosar, Jared Kosar. So in a pinch, hey, he can start. But as far as surprises, with the signing of Weaver, nothing really surprises me.
We were talking in the last game about a possibility of Perdomo not being on the start of the team roster to begin the year. Perhaps he could be sent back to AAA for service time. But
so glad he made the team.
I'm glad he made the team too. I mean, he, I think, was the most fun to watch all of last year as far as starters go.
And he deserves it. And Bob made a great point. The 5th slot, there's some off days.
Sure.
So that will kind of take care of the innings part. As far as it's not going to be probably once every 5 days, so it'll kind of curb the innings.
A lot of teams do not go with a 5th starter to begin the year in April, although Padres only have the 1 off day in April, which is kind of unusual. And a lot of it's spent on the road in April in the Padres schedule this year. Clayton Richard here getting the start, was able to retire Blackmon, now dealing with DJ LeMahieu. A beautiful day here today, high 80s in Arizona, and a lot of cloud in the sky right now as we get started over Peoria Sports Complex. And Padres wrapping it up here today. Sharply hit and just over the outstretched glove of Cordoba into left field. A 1-out ringing single for DJ LeMahieu. Now Bud Black here in the purple and in a Rockies uniform, the new manager for the Colorado Rockies.
Well, there was speculation a couple years ago that he was going to don the W, the curly W on the hat. It was almost everything but a press release that was keeping Bud Black out of the managerial spot for the Washington Nationals. Not the case. Did some stuff off the field, and there's number 10, Bud Black, 2010 Manager of the Year, 10th season as a manager.
And 1 out, 1 on here for Carlos Gonzalez. Yeah, fairly ironic that the Padres and Rockies, of course, in that 1-game playoff back in 2007.
Who called that game?
I might have.
That was your first national game?
Yes, it was.
And you did a fine job.
Thank you. Still not sure Holiday touched the plate. In fact, I'm sure he didn't.
I was just going to say.
Down to first, under the glove of Coleman, and that will, heading to third base, is going to be LeMahieu, and that'll get away. And he will stay at third, but going to second now is Gonzalez. So that turned out to be kind of ugly for the Padres defensively. E4 charged to Solarte there, allowing Gonzalez to get to second base.
The pitcher's job is to go there, bust it. If he can't get to it, that's Coleman. He's trying to glove it. I don't know whether he was screened by Clayton Richard, but Clayton did the right thing. You bust to the ball. If you can't get to it, you continue to first base. That's exactly what he did. It just seemed like Coleman was a little caught in between whether he got screened or not, but that's an E4, as you mentioned, Don.
And it's now second and third with 1 out, and you got to deal with Nolan Arenado, so it doesn't get any easier. Yeah, we were watching the replay on the Holiday play at the plate. I'm pretty sure he never touched the plate. Still.
He never did.
No.
And you know what? If the Padres win that game, They win the World Series that year. I'm convinced.
Now, as it turned out, I got a ring that year, so.
Oh, that's
worked out all
right. Red Sox Rockies World Series.
One is a swing and a miss. And I'll tell you this, though. It was a sweep. The Rockies had to wait 8 days.
That's right.
To play the World Series. And they were, as you know, rolling. 21 out of 23 to finish the year to even get to that one-game playoff for the Padres. And I think that 8 days killed them.
Kills the momentum.
Yeah.
No question about it. You want to get back out there.
2 All-Star breaks.
Even if you're on a roll like that, you don't even mind that if you have to start the series the next day.
Right.
Even if you're gassed, like you said, let's just keep playing and roll. But you know who doesn't give enough credit on that play was Michael Barrett.
Yeah.
He hung in there, and this was before the rule.
Right. He was blocking
Michael
the play.
Barrett, one of the toughest guys as far as, you know, I've known behind the plate as a catcher.
Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout there for Richard, getting Arenado for the second out.
Looks like Clayton Richard going up the ladder with the fastball. Let's check it out. High target from Sanchez, and he goes right there. Kind of ties him up a little bit, goes up the ladder.
So 2 down, second and third, and Trevor Story stands in. Taxing inning, this would be under the classification of stress inning with runners at second and third and 1 out. Richard having to do a little bit more here in the first, and a good pitch there for strike 1.
And pitchers learn, you know, it's going to happen over the course of a season. There are some times you have base runners, it's not because of your doing. There was an error. Runners move up, scoring position, and this is a nice little test against a kid who had a heck of a year last year, Trevor Story. I mean, the big out was Arenado.
So far, 4 home runs during the spring.
That's a strike.
And a lot of people talking about him perhaps being the next Troy Tulowitzki to fill that hole at shortstop.
Big shoes to fill.
Yes. 14 for 55 during the spring is Story, a .255 average, but mentioned the 4 home runs. Grounded foul over by the Rockies dugout, and Clayton Richard ahead here, 1-2.
Looks like Clayton mixing in a little bit of the cambio. That's the change. Getting a good feel for it. But I remember talking to Clayton last year, and he said one of the reasons, when I first saw him pitch as a Padre, his mechanics totally changed. He slowed down the front side, therefore throwing the arm out of the glove slower on the backside and enabling him to get out in front just a little bit more and not work underneath the baseball. Slow, slow, and then explode towards home plate, working down. And that's why he had so many ground balls. Remember all the ground balls he produced last year?
Especially in the second half.
He's Dr. Ground Ball.
Last year, of course, out of the pen for the Chicago Cubs before rejoining the Padres again, and really finished the year very well as a starter for the Padres.
That's his prescription. Dr. Ground Ball.
They're trying to get out of a second and third jam here in the first inning with 2 down. And this is driven foul. Out ahead of it that time was Story. Well, for Story, leading all rookies in home runs a year ago. And we saw right out of the gate, first road trip of the year for the Padres last year, and 27 total home runs.
Oh, look who's number 4 on that list.
Ryan Schimpf with 20.
Believe it. That's our guy.
Schimpf today getting the start at third base. That's primarily where he has been during the spring when healthy. Tad inside, the full count now.
Well, first base is open. You might see some type of change up here. That's what I like. It's a fastball count, first base open. I'm calling on the cambio.
Secondary signs with the runner at second base. Held down by Hector Sanchez. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. The breaking ball to get him, and Richard out of the jam. Padres are coming up next. Rockies are scoreless. Rockies challenging in the first but did not score. Padres are coming up. Let's check out the San Diego Padres starting 9 today. It is Travis Jankowski leading it off and in center field with Manuel Margot in left. Yangervis Solarte at second base. Hunter Renfroe in right. Ryan Schimpf at third base with Hector Sanchez doing the catching. Alec Cordoba is at shortstop batting 7th. Dusty Coleman at first base 8th. And Clayton Richard, the pitcher, out of the 9 spot today as both pitchers will hit. Defensively, left to right in the outfield for the Rockies. Steven Cardullo in left. Charlie Blackmon in center. Carlos Gonzalez in right with Nolan Arenado at third base. Trevor Story at short. DJ LeMahieu at second. Mark Reynolds at first. And Tony Wolters is the catcher for Tyler Anderson on the mound today for the Rockies.
Pretty good infield for the Rockies. Especially that left side with the youngster Story and the Gold Glover Arenado over at third. And on the hill, 27-year-old, he's 6'4", 215, Tyler Anderson, the #1 pick for the Rocks. He's a homegrown Rocky back in 2011. 4-seamer, changeup cutter, 2-seamer, funky leg kick. It's almost like he's kick-starting the Vespa to get it going.
And 19 starts last year for the Rockies.
Watch this leg kick, Don. What?
A little hitch.
The double pump?
Jankowski strikes out.
Up, down, up. Oh, yeah.
It's like 2 kicks. 2 little kicks.
Yeah.
Well, effective on Jankowski as he strikes him out for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. But yeah, 19 starts for him last year, 5-6 with a 3.54 earned run average in his first major league experience. As you mentioned, first-round pick by the Rockies in 2011. Originally, actually, had been picked by the Twins 50th round in 08, but opted not to sign. Worked out pretty well for him. Coming back as a first-rounder. That's a strike, and it's 1-1 to Margot. Pretty big, 6'3", 220 pounds.
That's a keeper.
From Las Vegas, Nevada.
He's going to be a Raider fan.
Newly found Raider fan, apparently. What do you think of the purple back for the Rocks this year?
It seems to be the color. You know, they had black and purple, the pinstripes on that home uniform. And I think it's a dominant color that distinguishes Rockies.
You know, the hands and kind of flipped out to left field. A base hit out of the reach of Trevor Story. And Margot aboard here with 1 down.
Don't you agree?
I like it.
Yeah, it separates them from other teams. You turn on the tube and you see purple, you know it's the Rockies, and Margot fights this one off. He will gladly sacrifice that slightly for a spring training knock.
So 1 out, 1 on, and it brings up Yangervis Solarte. That's second base, a 300 average during the spring. Does not have a home run so far during spring training, and of course he was away for a couple of weeks at the WBC. Look out at first, and Margot is back. It's quite a move by Tyler Anderson.
Now that leg kick, that funky pump that he's got working over there, can be a little deceiving probably for the guy over at first base. Oh, you know what? That's kind of close, a 45-degree angle. Kind of looks like he was stepping towards home plate a little bit.
Scan you down there.
Yeah, the big right-hander's probably got a good vantage
I'm curious to see what he sees. This one fouled off to the right out of play.
Be sneaky, guys.
Borderline balk.
Pretty sneaky. I don't know about that 45-degree angle like Bud was talking about. My first thought was he would have had me picked off.
Yeah.
I thought he balked. I'm done. I'm walking back to the dugout right now. That little leg kick is deceiving.
Oh, there's the quick.
Up the middle, diving his Story. Flip to second for 1, to first for 2. Double play, and a nifty one at that turned in. Initiated by Trevor Story on a diving play. 6 to 4 to 3. The Twin Killing ends the first inning. What a play. Go here in the second inning, and Mark Reynolds stands in here for the Rockies, the veteran first baseman. A .277 spring so far. A couple of home runs for Reynolds during the spring. Generally a lot of strikeouts for Reynolds, who does go around.
He had 223 strikeouts for the Diamondbacks back in 09.
Is that a lot?
Oh, my gosh. But you know what I've always contended? Give me 44 home runs and 102 driven in, and I will gladly take those 200-plus strikeouts.
And that's really what you're looking at with Chris Carter. You think about that last year's 42 home runs, a guy who signed very late with the Yankees. This is lined into left field, and Reynolds has a base hit. Aboard to begin things here in the second inning. And Reynolds last year with a total of only 14 home runs in 118 games in his first year with the Rockies. Going back for another year.
And not really a threat to run. No speed at all from Reynolds. So, you know, in a slowly hit ground ball, you can go the short way and get that lead runner, which is Reynolds at second base in the event of a grounder.
Held on at first by Dusty Coleman, and here is Steven Cardullo. .370 average during the spring. Cardullo has 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. And Clayton Richard had to work hard with one out. Runners were at second and third in the first inning, but he proceeded to strike out Arenado and Story back-to-back to get out of that first inning. Well, Richard always looking to induce a ground ball in this situation, and he's good at it, especially last year in the second half of the season as a starter for the Padres. Second half of the year, 64%. Among starting pitchers, the top number.
And look at that average, Don, 44. So that quantifies that number that Clayton Richard, head and shoulders above everybody else. Why? Positioning the mechanics and getting in that position, the release point to where you can get that downward action, that action on the ball, the sinker, the breaking ball, where it's really tough to elevate as a hitter.
How much has his arm angle changed since the first time he was a Padre?
Looking at the arm, it's not so much the arm angle, it's what he does out of the glove to slow up, to get up on top a little bit. It's, you know, I've always noticed Clayton Richard pretty much low 3/4. It's not truly on top. Well, Bob Scanlon's got a good look down there, too. I'd like to chime in to see what the right-hander has to say about Clayton Richard's arm angle down there.
Actually was talking a few weeks ago about how the thoracic syndrome surgery that he had lowered his arm slot a little bit, and so we've always seen him in sort of a lower 3/4 arm slot, as you mentioned, but a lot of his career he was fighting to try to stay on top of the ball in a higher arm slot, so he feels like he's just more comfortable now being in a little bit lower slot.
To right, and Renfroe, the long run, will not get there. Lands fair, and he'll gather it, but not before Reynolds is at third, and standing at second with a double is Cardullo. Adam swung around towards right center field, ends up going down the line and right, and it's second and third with nobody out here in the second inning.
And with the right-handed hitter, look where Renfroe is in right field. Now this ball is going to slice off the right-handed bat. So Hunter Renfroe really needs to, he just couldn't get there. You don't want to get anybody hurt in spring training. Drops in for a double.
So second and third, nobody out. Tony Walters, the catcher. An open stance from the left side. Rockies are coming off an off day yesterday.
Hey, Mark, going back to your point about Clayton's mechanics, the arm slot just a little bit lower, but I think, to your point, his ability to reach out better on his pitches now because he's slowed down his lower body, and he talked about that. He's got a little bit of a hitch in his arm motion now, but that's a result of slowing down the lower part of his body, which is giving the arm more time to get out and reach out and keep the ball down in the zone. So I have a great example of a veteran continuing to learn his mechanics, learning his body, and reached a point now where he's really fine-tuning some things.
Bob, that's the first thing that really jumped out to me last year when he threw his first pitch as a Padre. Right there, I was like, whoa, wait a second. That's not the Clayton Richard we're used to seeing.
This one gets away briefly from Sanchez, so he throws down to first on the strikeout of Walters.
And Bob, you being a pitcher as well, you know how important it is to stay over the rubber. Well, even though that arm is moving back and has that little hitch, you look at Clayton's body, he's still tall over the rubber before he starts that momentum towards home plate, enabling him to get in a good release point.
I love that part about his delivery, Mark, and I think it's one of the things that back when you and I were learning how to pitch, I think coaches preached that a lot more about getting balanced over the rubber and allowing your arm to get into motion. I think nowadays we see a lot more kids that rush through that balance point, and their arm is having to try to play catch-up, which to me puts more stress on the arm and makes it more difficult to be consistent with your delivery and your release point. So, again, I think this is a great example of a veteran guy that's really figured some things out over the course of his career, and we're seeing the results of it. He's getting a chance to be on the opening day roster as a starter again.
And let's face it, guys, what was it, Bob? Thoracic
outlet syndrome?
Yeah, you know, back in the day, if you were having those symptoms, you didn't know what it was. It was a hang with them.
Well, into right off the bat of Anderson, and Blackman will score as the Rockies get one run on the base hit to right field, remaining at third. Cardullo, and Colorado on top 1-0. And Tyler Anderson, the pitcher, helping out his own cause.
Pretty good athlete. And the Padre pitching staff will store that in their memory bank, that Anderson got a good pitch to hit. And pulling the ball at that. Lefty on lefty.
Mud, what kind of slugger were you back in the day?
Wood gave me a bad rash. I was allergic to wood. Not good.
It was just like your fastball. It was allergic to wood as well, which is a good thing.
Oh, nicely done.
Well, Charlie Blackman standing in, second time facing Clayton Richard today. And this one chopped off the mound is Richard to let it go. Schimpf on the run to first for the out, but run scores from third as Cardullo comes in, and the Rockies take a 2-0 lead. Only play that Schimpf really had is Richard let it go to Schimpf, charging in from third base, and Blackman retired 5-3, picks up an RBI.
Did you see what Clayton Richard did on that? His momentum towards that ball that chopped towards the third base line, he went to continue to cover to third base because Schimpf was going the other way to get the ball to throw to first. Clayton, reaction, can't get to it. Schimpf will take it, and Clayton continues on to third to protect third base with that runner now on second base.
There's DJ LeMahieu, singled in the first, one of now 5 total hits for the Rockies. And a grounder foul outside of third.
Pretty cool being a batting champion, huh? DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah, not a bad thing at all.
Now try doing that 8 times like Tony Gwynn did.
Pretty good spring, 316 so far during the spring, and keeping it going for LeMahieu.
Yes, he did.
I think he went. They check, and he did, according to, it's not Jim Wolf. And look at the NL leaders last year, 1 point better than Daniel Murphy of the Washington Nationals. His own teammate, Charlie Blackman, in the conversation at 324. Usually that's a pretty good number, but you got a guy hit 348 on top. And a great year for Segura, who led the league in hits. And of course, now a member of the Mariners, as down goes LeMahieu.
Oh, the limbo rock. How low can you go?
He hung there for a split second.
Let's see if he goes down and away or tries to double up in.
Inside outswing.
Yeah.
Fouled off to the right. Mayhew will be coming into his 6th season with the Rockies. Second straight year that he's hit up over 300, 348 last year, 301 the year before.
Well, I've gone inside hard twice to Clayton Richard. Does he go soft down and away? Is he going to triple up? Looks like Sanchez is inside. He's tying him up.
Well, Clayton Richard, a lot of pitches here today. 45 so far through an inning and 2/3.
Hitting his spots, though. Those pitches are supposed to be in. That's exactly where he's putting them. Now it looks like he's going to go away here.
Couldn't get the corner, and it evens at 2-2. Mayhew, the starting second baseman in the All-Star game in 2015, representing the National League. Pops it up foul, back in our general direction. Runner at second base and Tyler Anderson. 2 outs here in the second inning. And 2 runs in so far for the Rockies. To right center field, Jankowski and Renfroe chase, and neither will get there. Gapper back to the track as Jankowski runs it down. Running in from second base is Tyler Anderson with the 3rd Rockies run. It's an RBI double for DJ LeMahieu, and the Rockies have a 3-0 lead.
Well, the pitches prior to LeMahieu, he tripled up inside, trying to jam him. He wanted to go down and away and missed. Now, here's the pitch. It's the breaking ball, and on contact, outer third, catching too much to the plate, and LeMahieu drives this ball nicely. Hey, let's face it, hitting in Colorado, yes, it's going to pad your average, but still, DJ LeMahieu is a pretty darn good hitter, and he wore out the gap there, taking that pitch exactly where it was and driving it to right center.
Well, Carlos Gonzalez, 7th hitter of the inning for the Rockies. Tied up inside for ball 1. Now Gonzalez has been a Rocky since 2009. He arrived on the scene. 3-time All-Star. He's had 5 seasons of 25 or more home runs. 3 Gold Gloves, 2010, 2012, and 2013 for him.
Well, the left-handed pitching has been the kryptonite for Carlos Gonzalez over the course of his career. You know, he wears out right-handers.
Won a batting title in 2010, becoming the 5th Rockies player to win a batting title that year, 336.
Big Cat, Larry Walker. Trying to think.
Is Todd Helton in there anywhere?
Helton's got to be in there too. Good call. LeMahieu and Gonzalez. Right?
That'd be my guess.
Everybody forgets about the Big Cat, Andres Galarraga.
Evens up at 2-2. Mayhew at second base, 2 down here in the Rockies' second inning. They've put a 3 spot on the board. Chopped off the plate and foul.
Going to get a lot of those with Clayton Richard out there.
We talked a lot about the rotation off the top, and it's now set, the 5-man rotation to begin the year. That does include Luis Perdomo, but Padres also selected the contract of Craig Stammen, who's had a very good spring training, and he will be part of the bullpen now. And in the same move, they placed Robbie Erlin on the 60-day DL. Erlin, of course, coming off surgery and was hoping to, I knew he was throwing in flat ground earlier this spring. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. So Erlin moved to the 60-day DL, and Stammen now part of the pen.
Hey, nice job by Craig Stammen, by the way, huh? Coming into camp and just taking charge and earning a spot. I think he's going to be a valuable arm in that bullpen.
This ball 4 just missed, and Gonzalez down to first base.
Because I think Stammen can give you more than just one inning. You know, nowadays it's almost like an inning for reliever. I think in a situation to where he can give you 2, maybe 3 innings if needed.
And Jared Kozart going to the pen. Andy Green headed out there right now, and that may be the day here for Clayton Richard. We'll see. He's had to throw a lot of pitches. 55 pitches deep in inning and 2/3, and that is the day for Clayton Richard. So his final tune-up here as I get out of the second inning. Rockies have a 3-0 lead. He's on top of the Padres. We are in the midst of the top of the second inning with 2 down in the inning, and the Padres bring on their second arm of the day, David Bednar, into the game.
You want to know about him?
Tell me what you know about David Bednar.
Fastball, slider, curveball, and a split from David Bednar. Second-year pro. Last year, Tri-City and Fort Wayne A-ball for the Friars. He's a Pittsburgh kid. And these are the kind of guys you love to root for. 35th rounder in the 2016 draft, and there are his numbers last year, split between Fort Wayne and Tri-City. Look at the walks. Very few walks in 31 innings, and the punchy is there. Well, the Padres may have found themselves a nice little right-hander right here.
And he's got to face Nolan Arenado.
Nice.
Welcome to the game.
I like it. Yeah, see what it's like.
Arenado struck out swinging in the first. Yeah, take strike 1.
There's a little queso right out of the gate.
Mayhew at second base, Gonzalez at first base. 2 down in the inning, and 3 runs in. The breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Nice yacker. Hey, now once again, Nolan Arenado has never seen this kid pitch, so
goes both ways.
If he could locate his pitches, I say advantage of Bednar. Bounce it. Yes, he did.
Went around, according to home plate umpire Alex Tosi, and that's a second strikeout for Arenado of the day, and nice strikeout for Bednar. Nicely done. He offers. Rockies get 3, lead it 3-0. With the Rockies on top of the Padres now 3-0. Colorado scoring 3 times in the second inning. And talking about it earlier, Jared Cozart going to the pen for the Padres, as it turns out, gives the Padres some flexibility.
It's going to be an adjustment for Jared Cozart because over the course of his minor league and big league career, mostly a starter. So to the bullpen, hey, turn this into a positive. Be ready for a spot start. Every time you get that ball, whether it's long relief, you might work 3 or 4 innings. You might turn some heads. There's always injuries. How many teams go from day 1 to the end of the season where all 5 are intact? So it's an opportunity for Jared Cozart to see what he can do out of the bullpen, kind of clean up some messes, mop up some innings, and maybe down the road get a start here or there.
Look at the competition that went on the entire spring training, and Paul Clemens was in the mix at one point, and he was released about a week and a half ago, and giving him the opportunity to catch on somewhere else. And Christian Friedrich starting the year on the DL.
It's no fun being on the DL.
And of course, this year the DL is 10 days.
Yeah, you know what's going to be interesting about that? I'd like your thoughts, too, and maybe the right-hand dad, Bob Scanlon, can chime in as well. Are there going to be some phantom DLs?
Always are. But now it's even
right?
less of a stay on the DL. You would think it would lead to perhaps more.
You know what I think that the 10-day DL enables teams to do is that, you know, that guy that's day-to-day?
Right. Now you just
rather
put him
than
on the
wait,
DL.
yeah, rather than waiting out that 15-day, or, you know, they'll go like 7-8 days to where, okay, the next day probably we're thinking about retroactive back to whenever. No, I think this 10-day will enable them to take care of more of the day-to-day guy.
You know, it's an interesting question to ponder, Mark. And the other thing to keep in mind is that the Dodgers, how many transactions they had last season, I think it was close to 200, 160 plus. And this is going to play right into their strategy of bringing guys in for a series, for example. Hey, we're facing a couple of teams with a bunch of left-hand batters. Let's go ahead and send a guy down, bring up the left-hander to stock the bullpen or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more gyrations and a lot more transactions throughout the season.
There's Ryan Schimpf after Renfroe walked to begin things here in the second inning. And 269 spring for Schimpf. And a liner here into right field, out of the reach of Reynolds, into the right field corner. As Renfroe heads for third and beyond, Hoffman's going to send him around. He will score. Throw goes to third, and there safely at third base is Schimpf. Padres on the board. It's now 3-1 Rockies. Triple for Ryan Schimpf.
Hey, good effort over at first base. Diving to his right was Mark Reynolds. And a couple of inches from the leather being caught turns into a triple. Ryan Schimpf, known for the home run last year, rattles this one over into the corner. Everybody's off and running. Hunter Renfroe scores easily. In fact, it was a stand-up triple for Ryan Schimpf.
So a good start here to the bottom of the second inning for the Padres. And here's Hector Sanchez. Fouls it off the end of the bat.
How about 5 triples last year for Ryan Schimpf?
A lot of extra base hits, more than singles. I know that.
Wake up the Schimpf.
20 home runs a year ago for Schimpf. And the oblique problem earlier in the spring, which set him back a little bit, but got his 27th at bat there on that triple. I mean, was able to log some at bats during the course of spring training after missing the first couple of weeks.
I think hitters, it'd be fair to say, if you ask hitters in the Cactus or Grapefruit League, 40 to 50 ABs, you ready to go to start the year? How many innings for you as far as doing play-by-play do you feel you're ready to go? Because you're on game 10.
Yeah.
You ready to go? You need more time?
No, I was ready to go.
I'm sure.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I would say 4 games, and then I feel good. Because then I've worked up, because when the spring starts, my throat generally hurts. It's this thing. It's almost like the dead arm thing that you have.
You got
pitchers
the
have.
Dead throat?
I have dead throat right out of the gate, and that happens for about a game and a half. You get to game 3, game 4, and all of a sudden it's back, and everything's good.
Are you sure it's good?
Oh, no. Well, it may not be good, but it's as good as it's going to get. This is it. This is all I've got. So this is it. But to get here, it takes me 4 games. So to answer your question, it was a very long answer. It takes 4 games for me to be ready for the season from a play-by-play standpoint.
I think 5 is a good tune-up for me.
5. It's funny because this is your 5th game.
It is my 5th game. I'm ready to go. Monday, we're going to tee it up. Dodger Stadium.
Because we did 10, and Mark Sweeney did 5, and you did 5. So did you determine during the offseason that when they asked you about your schedule that you would only need 5 to be ready to go?
Because I don't like that layoff. It's been 5 and 5 for many, many years. But I wanted to finish close to opening day because I didn't want to be like the Rockies that one year in the World Series, have that
8
layoff.
days off.
I'd be very rusty.
It's too long. But yeah, I battled that dead throat thing for at least a game and a half. It goes from non-use during the winter, really.
Well, I know you don't do a lot of talking because you never call me back when I call you in the offseason.
Line to right center, falling fast, but Blackman is out there, and coming in from third base is Schimpf. He will score, and the Padres are back within a run. It's now 3-2 on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Hector Sanchez.
Hey, good at bat, getting something. Looked like he was out over the plate and working underneath it to just send a lazy fly ball out to center field. A medium fly ball, getting the job done.
So leadoff walk getting Anderson into trouble here in the 2nd inning. Turns into a run and then another. Here's Alan Cordoba. It's had a nice spring and has been used all over for the Padres. Very versatile.
You love that. Gotta love it.
Saw a lot of him in the outfield today. He starts at shortstop here for the finale of the Cactus League schedule for the Padres. Still have an exhibition game tomorrow night in Lake Elsinore.
Nice facility they got up there. They did some renovations this offseason up at Lake Elsinore. Hockey suit.
Right off of Anderson. It kicks into left field, and that was hit sharply. Right back at him, right back where it came from.
You heard that all the way up here in the press box.
Yep.
That ball hit foot. Oh.
Shin maybe, huh?
Yeah, maybe a shin burger. Skate save in a beauty.
Cordoba at first base, 1 out, and Anderson appears to be okay. Brings up Dusty Coleman. Another versatile guy for the Padres, infield, outfield, and today at first base, giving Will Myers the day. Chop left side and barehanded, throwing on the run, and in time is Arenado. One of the game's best and very impressive that time, cutting across to get it and throw out Coleman as Cordoba takes second base.
Would it be fair to say we've seen so many plays from Nolan Arenado that you should just call that by saying chopper left side, Arenado, 5-3. Okay, next up is right.
My come to expect it.
Exactly.
Now 2 down in the inning. Nicely done by Arenado to retire Coleman. And
already 4 Gold Gloves for Arenado.
Well, the pitcher Bednar, who had finished last inning, is out there right now.
You remember during the WBC we saw a lot of Manny Machado talking about third baseman? Do you hear bees?
I do.
I hate bees. I hear a swarm.
Where is that?
It's got to be a field mic. This is not good.
I hear it.
Hear that?
A little bit low, and it's 1 and 2. Hopefully it's not your mic and a field mic someplace. That sounds like a swarm to me.
I think I just said that.
Strike 3 call. Bednar strikes out, but the Padres gather a pair in the inning. We think we'll be back with the 3rd inning. It's 3-2 Rockies. situation. That is a swarm of bees.
Usually bee games are like 10 in the morning.
In the backfield.
And this, you know, I'm not a biologist.
No.
But that's a situation that's only going to get worse, right?
It seems to be getting worse by the second. There are people, of course, seated in that area. It's right by the Padres dugout.
Right.
Not far from where Andy Green was seated, and the coaching staff, they have since departed.
Now, is that where the Queen is? The Queen's in that mess, right?
Somewhere in the middle, I would think.
Isn't that the way that works?
I don't know. You're the biologist. Yes, Trevor Story leads it off here and takes a pitch low and away. So we weren't imagining it. I mean, we heard it.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I was talking about Nolan Arenado and Manny Machado, and long story short, I think if you're splitting hairs, I'm picking Arenado over Machado. That's just one guy's opinion.
They're both good.
You're splitting hairs. You are, right?
Story, the only member of the Rockies not to bat in the second inning. They sent 8 men to the plate, scored 3 times on 4 hits in the inning. Now, were you stung as a kid or something? Where this goes back a ways, I can tell it's an issue.
I have been stung before. It's not fun, like anybody would say, but still, I just hate bees. It hate's a strong word, but I feel that way regarding the species. They're an insect, right?
Bees they fall under that family,
right. Yeah.
Sure. They're not birds or anything. This ball 4 to Story. Leadoff walk here. After Bednar, the big strikeout of Arenado to end the second.
That was huge. We saw some good stuff from Bednar. Once again, advantage Bednar. Nolan Arenado, probably never seen him before, so he had the good fastball, locked him up with the breaking ball, and then put him away with that slider.
I think they have a bee guy here. Guy that would come out and take care of these bees.
I would think every spring training facility would have to have a guy, because it's been common to where they'd have to clear out parts of the stands and stop the game.
Send it down to Bob Scanlon.
Hey, thanks, Don. I'm here with Clayton Richard. He is our resident biologist. Clayton, do you know anything about swarms or what we can do about that?
You get away from them.
That's exactly what.
Right side of the dugout. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Exactly. We're smart. We're down here at the opposite end of the dugout, minding our own business. Hey, Clayton, great to see you back out there. And, you know, there's checklists that go on. First game of spring training, good to be out there. First appearance. And this is one of the check box also. Last game of spring training. Nice to check it off and get ready for the season.
Yes. It would have been nice to have a little bit of a cleaner check to put next to that box. But physically and mentally, I'm good to go. And it was a good day to get work in and get to where I need to be. You know, this, I think, is the first time that you're breaking camp as a member of the starting rotation since your Padres days back in 2013. It's been a long road for you, coming back from the surgery and everything. Kind of a special moment for you, feeling like, hey, you've accomplished it, you've made that comeback? I really haven't thought of it like that. This process, I'm still mid-process, I feel like. So this is a good stepping stone to be back at this point, but to say that this is something to step back and reflect on, I'm not there yet. Okay. Obviously, we mentioned the fact that you're coming back from the thoracic outlet syndrome, and one of the side benefits, I think, has been the change of the arm slot for you, and also you made some adjustments in your delivery. Mark Grant and I were talking about it while you're out there. What are some of those changes, and how have they helped you? I've slowed down a little bit with the pace of my delivery, and in return, my arms dropped a little bit. And it's something that I didn't consciously do. It was just something where I started throwing, and that's where it went. I didn't fight to get way up back on top, because I knew the history of my shoulder. I didn't want to try to create something that wasn't there, and just kind of where it went naturally. Yeah, and you're working on a lot of different things also, not only mechanically getting everything locked in, but pitch selection-wise, I think one of the things you've been working on is elevating the ball a little bit more, and it looked like you did it very effectively here. You worked out of that jam in the first inning, striking out Arenado upstairs and also setting up LeMahieu with the same thing. Are we going to see a little bit more out of that this year? I think selectively. It's not something that I'm going to base and put in my foundation, it's going to be something to change eye levels and get guys off of some other stuff. So it's something that will be selective, but it's going to be a weapon.
Number 3 on your back this year. We don't normally see that on pitchers, but you got a great story behind it.
It's my favorite number. And it was Babe Ruth growing up. It was my favorite. So my father, it was always his favorite. He loved me wearing it. And I think the first time I had it was in football, in little 56ers football when I was, I think, in 4th grade, and put 3 on the back, and we've been trying to wear it ever since.
It's probably tough to get it at this point, right? I mean, you saw it available and you jumped on it?
Without a doubt, because I've been trying to get it for years, but it's just, it hasn't worked out, and finally get the opportunity to, and I know Dad's excited, and I'm excited.
That's awesome. Hey, Clayton, thanks for the time, and let's stay away from the bees.
Without a doubt. Thanks for having me.
Clayton Richard, good to see him back on the hill, guys. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thanks very much. And we will see him in Game 2 of the year. Dodger Stadium will be his next start.
I'm sure Clayton would have loved to gone deeper into this ball game, but once again, he feels fine. He is healthy, and you can tell by the tone of his voice, he's ready to go. This kid works so hard to be prepared. You know, Don, and you've met guys through, 90% of the guys, I mean, they're prepared. They get ready to go. There are a few guys that, are you really? But he's one of those guys, when you give him the ball, he's ready to go. He's prepared. Does everything in his power to be ready.
And certainly appreciative to be back last year after leaving the Cubs and having a chance to be in the rotation again. And now going to be the number 2 starter this year for San Diego. 1 out runner at second base here for the Rockies. They scored 3 times in the second. Padres came back at 2 of their own. And the Rockies are now threatening again. Story walk, stole second base as Mark Reynolds struck out, and now Steven Cardullo swings away and fouls it off to the right.
I'm wondering if Bob Scanlon can. Scan, if you could hear me, if you could, I'm just curious. If you get a chance to talk to Clayton again, ask him if he's going to get a World Series ring, because he should. He pitched in 25 games for the Cubs last year.
Well, let me see if I can track him down.
Yeah, if he's going to go home with some jewelry. This will be a nice little memento for Clayton.
Hey, Mud.
Yes.
Hey, Mud.
Yes.
The rumor is that some hardware is going to be coming his way. So, yeah, I think he's kind of looking forward to it, wouldn't you?
Look at that smile. He knows we're talking about it.
Believe it.
Yeah, good for him.
Oh, certainly well-deserved.
Thanks, Scan.
Went around. They check, and he did. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bednar. And there are 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. He's looked good. He struck out 3 of the last 4 batters that he's faced. I mentioned Clayton Richard will be going in Game 2, and here are the probables. Chacin will be the opening day starter for the Padres, and for the 3rd consecutive year, they will have to deal with Clayton Kershaw in Game 1. Maeda in Game 2. Rich Hill was a very nice story last year, and Brandon McCarthy, while it is Richard, Cahill, and Weaver on the other side in the 4-game series. And as we mentioned off the top, that means it'll be Luis Perdomo in the home opener for the Padres.
And once again, for the hitters, from an offensive standpoint, now it's hitting against the best, the top 5 and the top arms in every bullpen in the National and American League.
Time to flip the switch.
Yep, no more A-ball prospects and no more AA starters.
Tony Walters, the catcher, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Padres pitching today with a total of 6 strikeouts, 3 so far here for Bednar. Clayton Richard today touched for 3 runs in an inning and 2/3 on 6 hits, and a balk has been called here.
Looks like Bednar started and stopped when he was in contact with the rubber.
So to 3rd base goes Story. We'll get a look here.
Oh, the home plate umpire caught it. Bednar did not debate it. It was very subtle.
Kind of a flinch.
Yeah, and that's all it takes.
So Story at 3rd base, 2 down in the inning. And a 3-0 pitch. And green light for you. Took a big hack right there.
Yeah, and here it is. Try and hit it. Four-seamer coming right at you.
There's Story with his walking leadoff third with 2 down here in the 3rd inning. And that's ball 4 in tight. Second walk allowed by Bednar. So 2 on, 2 down. And coming up here, the pitcher, Tyler Anderson, for his second plate appearance. First one went very well. He had an RBI single. And came around to score the 3rd Rockies run. Rockies begin the year on the road in Milwaukee, a 4-game series against the Brewers to start their season. And they will come home to host the Dodgers and Padres. Second road trip of the year for the Padres. Colorado and, of course, Atlanta as part of that trip for the Padres. Opening up the brand new Braves Stadium.
That's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Seen some pictures. Looks very nice.
And looking at the Rockies opening up against Milwaukee, how about 4 games, 4 different game times? 12:10, 5:40, 6:10, 11:40. I'm sure the players love that.
That's tough on your routine. There's a 1-1 pitch to Anderson. And a swing and a miss. That breaking ball has been tough to deal with.
He's got a good one. Good tight spin. Good action on that curveball in particular. The slider wasn't bad either to Arenado for the strikeout last inning. Curveball. Here comes the yacker.
What slipped out of his hand, it appeared. Ran away.
You think? Sometimes the ball gets a little slick in the spring. That's where a little pine tar comes into. Did I say that?
He did.
Did I just say that out loud?
Where would you put it?
There are places.
Where would you put it?
Like on your glove.
Like on your glove?
Or your belt.
If you were to do that?
Or on your belt. If I were to do that.
If you were ever to cheat?
Ball. It's a good pitch.
Sanchez didn't think so. He was headed towards the dugout.
It's a pretty good pitch. I guess down the middle doesn't count.
So Anderson getting another chance. Inside, ball 4. That's back-to-back walks allowed by Bednar, and the 3rd walk of the inning. And here comes Andy Green. So a pitching change here in Peoria as Bednar couldn't get out of the inning, walks 3 and has not yet allowed a run. Padres holding on to a 1-run deficit right now, but the Rockies threatening for more. 3-2 Colorado.
The Padres are on a mission.
On a mission to win.
Final Cactus League tune-up from Peoria. Rockies lead the Padres 3-2. MLB.TV Premium is back and better than ever. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, enjoy almost 300 spring training games and the 2017 World Baseball Classic, which was last couple weeks ago. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
You can check it out in 4 more years, though.
Yeah,
You can
stay tuned 4 years from now.
Phil Maton into the game now for the Padres.
I just pulled a Ron Burgundy. Don't you know if it's on the teleprompter, Burgundy will read it.
They hand you a piece of paper. Mud will read it in its entirety. Charlie Blackmon's third plate appearance. He bats here in the 3rd inning. Grounded out to first, grounded out to third, 0 for 2.
Pretty good leadoff guy, Blackmon. We've seen him in the years past, obviously. He's got some speed, got some power.
Seen a lot of Maton during the spring, and the guy who spent time at 3 different classifications last year. El Paso, Lake Elsinore, and Fort Wayne.
I like the strikeouts from Maton. That's burying a good fastball right on the inner part of the plate right there. You know, when you look at his bio in the media guide, Don, check out that SO column. And then you look at the IP column, right? Innings pitched, strikeouts.
Right.
Talk to me.
84 and a third innings pitched, 136 strikeouts. Elevated that time, and Blackmon didn't chase. So it's Story at third, Walters at second, Anderson at first. Bases loaded here for the Rockies. And 2 down in the inning.
And once again, what a great learning tool, learning situation for Maton. Bases loaded against Charlie Blackmon.
And Blackmon with a little bloop into left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Scoring from third is Story. Walters behind him. 2 runs in for the Rockies, and Colorado back on top 5-2. So a big 2-out, 2-run single to left field for Charlie Blackmon.
You know, if Maton is an A-ball, double-A, or whatever, he throws that pitch, it's probably a foul ball, probably a bad hack, but here's the pitch. He gets in on Blackmon, but it just catches too much of the plate, and Charlie's good enough to where, okay, get the hands through, let the bat follow, even though it's not on the sweet spot. That will do quite nicely for 2 runs driven in.
So 2 on and 2 down, 2 runs in, and DJ LeMahieu takes a pitch running up and in. Rockies scoring 3 times in the second. Have added 2 more here in the third. And the runs this inning charged to Bednar, who walked 3, and 2 of those walks have turned into runs. Still responsible for the runner at second base in Tyler Anderson. So the book not yet closed on Bednar, who came in for Clayton Richard. Down the right field line, and Renfroe headed towards the stands as far as he can go.
Look out.
And he won't have a play.
I hold my breath every time, especially the last day of spring training, or any time of spring training. Hey, there's Nick Hundley about 8 years ago. He's got his catcher's mitt. Now a Giant.
I was going to say, I think he's fairly busy these days.
Yeah, well, he's scouting.
Oh.
Yeah, he's scouting out the Rockies and the Padres.
Third at bat of the day for LeMahieu, a single in the first, a double in the second, and with that double, able to drive in a run. That'll put him back onto his hip pockets. 3-1.
Remember, Clayton Richard did that earlier in the game.
Dealing with the batting champion here with runners at first and second, 2 down. And a grounder back up the middle into center field. From second base comes Anderson. A bobble out in center field and scoring another run here for the Rockies, who take a 6-2 lead. DJ LeMahieu on his 3rd hit of the afternoon puts Colorado on top 6-2.
Blackman fighting one off. LeMahieu, after getting dusted again with a pitch inside, he's quick to that pitch and sending it back up the middle. 2 professional, darn good hitters against Maton. Blackman fought one off, and the batting champion drives in another.
So they're at the corners now, and Carlos Gonzalez doesn't get any easier here. Coming up now for the Rockies. Gonzalez with an infield hit in the first. He walked in the second inning. Came in hitting at .333 during the spring. And a ground ball hit sharply to second base, but Solarte's got it. And the throw to first in time to retire Gonzalez. 3 more runs for the Rockies on top 6-2. Lead over the Padres as it's time now for the Bill Howe playing the game, and Trevor Story up the middle starting the double play. It was impressive.
The no look on the dive. Okay, now he rolls towards the infield, but he just tossed it up there. Could you feed a second baseman any better? Watch this. The no look right at the chest of LeMahieu, and then Solarte, who doesn't have blazing speed, gets doubled up. Trevor Story, our Bill Howe play of the game.
6-2, Rockies on top as we head here to the last of the 3rd inning, and Tyler Anderson back on the mound again. He's been right in the middle of things, both pitching and hitting in this game.
It's impressive about Anderson, that knock to right field off the lefty Clayton Richard, the lefty.
His 6th appearance of the spring, a 3.60 ERA for Anderson, and he'll be dealing with the top of the Padres order to begin things here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There is action in the Rockies' pens. This might be it for Tyler Anderson. Jankowski, Margot, and Solarte here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're going to like what you've seen from Travis Jankowski during this spring.
Oh, so happy for Freddie. That's his nickname, term of endearment. Watching Mr. Rogers all those years as a kid. Fred Rogers, hence the nickname Freddie. Remember his mom told us that story when Travis was first called up. And once again, if you're going to be an everyday guy, you're going to have to face those lefties.
Did a lot of work in the offseason facing left-handed pitching and paid dividends here so far during the spring. Comes into today against lefties and righties, hitting at .344 during spring training, and he's been doing this primarily every day. That's leading off.
I had a conversation with Travis, and being a pitcher, in this day and age, Don, I ask you this question. How many left-handed pitchers against left-handed hitters pitch in?
None.
Hardly any, right? Everything's middle away. And Travis agreed with me, and he said, yeah, he goes, well, my philosophy is I try to take the ball right up the middle and try to take it the other way. Now, if there's a fat pitch, off-speed pitch, that's middle, that's a pitch I can pull. But really, how many lefties against lefty hitters pitch in? Very rarely. They try to get you to fish down and away. They try to establish that fastball down and away. They throw that breaking ball off the plate when they're ahead.
The trouble with this lefty today is he just struck out looking at his back-to-back strikeouts for Anderson. Manuel Margot, a single in the first inning. And a pop-up into left center field as moving over is Blackman. Battling the sun, sunglasses on, handles out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning, and that'll bring up Yangervis Solarte.
Charlie Blackman's got the House of David beard working.
Yeah, got there last year, but not this early.
He's got a slice of pizza in there. He's out there in the outfield getting a little hungry, just kind of a little nosh.
There is something in there from earlier. So 2 down, Solarte. And a grounder to third base, backing up Arenado. A bobble, still has time to recover and does with plenty of time to spare to get Solarte and to end the third inning. Through 3, 6-2 Rockies. They're swarming here in Peoria as they have been for the better part of the last 3 innings. Not bothering anybody really other than our crowd mic. And hey, Carter Capps, his first outing we saw here, and he was able to drag that foot with Major League Baseball. And of course, that rule changed this year. You don't want to call it the Carter Capps rule, but it might as well be the Carter Capps rule.
Sure, and it's a very subjective subject to talk about, and you get different umpires, different interpretations. Are they going to bond together and kind of just accept it? It remains to be seen. Who knows? Because there are some umpires out there who, how can I say it, Donald, a little bit more popular than others. And there's the 4-1-1 on Carter. He was an M. Third rounder in 11. Debut, 4 Major League seasons. Bouncing back from Tommy John surgery.
I missed your point on the umpires. What was your point on the umpires?
Well, okay, there are so many umpires, right?
Yes,
are there going to be certain umpires that are going to be a stickler, or are they going to band together and say, hey, this is what we're going to agree. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying, you know, umpires talk, announcers talk. I mean, announcers watch. Brian Anderson's watching, Len Casper's watching, JD's watching, John Madden's watching. John Madden. Joe Madden. Hey, John Madden may be watching also. Who knows? But anyway, are the umpires going to stick together, or are there going to be one or two umpires that are going to say, hey, you know what? That's an illegal pitch.
Nolan Arenado getting his first look this season at Carter Caps.
Do you know what I mean?
Sort of, yeah. I think I get
sort
it.
of?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, I guess I think they're all in agreement as to what he has to do and what he can't do. I think they've been well briefed on what
But if there's one that's obvious, is somebody going to step up and say something? That's my point.
I think so. I think they will this year.
Okay. Just
I don't think they would have gone through the trouble of redoing the rule if they weren't planning on enforcing it. The 1-1. And a chopper towards third. Shemp's got to wait for it to come down, and low throw, but nicely dug out by Coleman on the other side. Well, get another look at what the motion looks like today, and of course it's much different than the motion we saw when he first arrived in spring training, and it's all about dragging that back foot. And does he?
That one looked like it, huh?
Yeah, looks like he's got contact with the dirt the whole way. If it goes up in the air, now, well, the first times we saw him warming up during the spring in a Padres uniform, there was the jump, and there was not contact. Clearly losing it in the beginning, but he's worked hard during the spring to modify it. Now, Bob Scanlon, we were talking about earlier in the spring that really he started to do that because of an injury.
Don, say that again. I'm sorry.
I said he started to do that because of an injury.
Exactly. Back in 2014, he started having a little bit of elbow tenderness, and he felt like wrapping his arm behind him like that took some of the pressure off the elbow, and then the exaggerated push off the rubber followed that. And as he described to us a couple of days ago, the next thing he knew, he looked up and was like, wow, this is getting a little extreme. So, but it's been working for him. And as the debate has gone on, last year Major League Baseball reviewed it. They approved it. And they've obviously made that new rule change this year, 5.07, to address it. But still, in my opinion, he is not replanting that back foot to push off of it. He's basically sliding almost like an exaggerated stretch with his front foot. That's his stride, a long stride. So for me, it's still technically legal.
And this being his second spring appearance, so far there's not been an umpire who has had an issue with it.
Well, let's hope it's something that's not even discussed, right? It just becomes commonplace that we see it every time he's out there, and it's forgotten about.
I think that's the point of the rule, isn't it, Mud?
Yeah.
To try to take away any ambiguity about it and just say, look, we've looked at it, we've approved it. Here's the rules. But as you said, Mud, there still might be a rogue umpire out there somewhere that wants to try to make a point and a statement.
Story will take the walk with one down. That was really the problem in the first outing for Caps, was the walks that he allowed in that first outing. And again, he will begin the year on the DL for the Padres, but getting his second effort here today and a chance to work again.
I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me, the right move, putting him on the DL to start the season. I know they wanted to try to have him start on the roster, but especially coming off the Tommy John, is there any reason to try to rush anything at this point?
No, I'm right there with you, Scan. I've always been a firm believer that if you have the ability to do what you can to get him better, proper rest in between outings, sure, I have no problem with that. Yep. Don, thoughts?
No problem at all. I mean, I think expected it based on the number of outings that he had here and Cactus League play, and this just being the second, coming on the last day. And
no need to rush.
No. And we've talked about it before. The bullpen certainly the strength of the Padres heading into the season. The Buchters, the Hands, Maurer. Andy Green did leave it open, though, that when he does come back at some point, he could be the closer if he is healthy. Throw down to second base and in safely on a stolen base, Trevor Story. Second stolen base of the day for the Rockies.
It looked like Sanchez got rid of this one quickly. Let's check out the jump. Not the greatest jump, but just underneath it a little bit. The throw from Sanchez. And then stay on the bag. Oh, you know what? Coleman doing a nice job of planting that glove on the runner the whole time.
So Story at second base with one down, and Mark Reynolds with a count of 1-1. Bluff, no throw. I got to be honest, though. I know now what he is doing is legal, but what he used to do with that hop, I didn't think looked legal ever. And I know that Major League Baseball okayed it. I don't know how, though.
I don't either.
I mean, that's...
It was clearly a hop, a stop, and another push.
No question. Now it's 2-1 here to Reynolds, who has singled and struck out. Reynolds came around to score the first Rockies run back in the second inning. They enjoy a 6-2 lead right now. Ooh, right off of Sanchez's mask.
That'll rattle the fillings and buzz your ear.
You always get a little worried when you see catchers taking those balls off the mask nowadays. We know about the concussion syndromes that they're discovering these catchers have had out of Mike Matheny, but Hector Sanchez actually missed some time himself because of the concussion syndrome a couple years ago.
No, that doesn't, I mean, that happens so quickly, but it just goes to show you how a little foul tick like that will rattle you big time.
Right by him, and Reynolds strikes out for the second time today. Capps challenging him there, and that's out number 2 of the inning. Reynolds will strike out, and that's twice today in 3 at bats, and brings up Stephen Cardullo.
Wants it down and away. Ball leaks in, and the movement gets him too. So when a pitcher even misses with location and you can do that with the movement to get the strikeout, that's a plus.
2 down, Trevor Story at second base, and here's Stephen Cardullo. The Rockies will be right back here again tomorrow against the Seattle Mariners. So they have another spring training game left here before departing. Padres, of course, going to Lake Elsinore to take on their A-ball team. This one fouled back and above us. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and Carter Capps. Back-to-back strikeouts in his second outing as Capps heads to the dugout. Rockies have a 6-2 lead. Back-to-back Ks, Reynolds and Cardullo to end the inning. The Padres will be at Dodger Stadium getting ready for opening day 4 with the Dodgers before returning home to take on the Giants at Petco Park in the home opener. Well, German Marquez into the game here now for the Rockies after Tyler Anderson went the first 3 innings and gave up a couple of runs.
Marquez was acquired by the Rockies from the Tampa Bay Rays in a 4-pay deal. That was back in 2016, last year. Was trying to catch his pitches. Have not seen the right-hander throw. Did notice a fastball, a breaking ball, some sort of changeup. But there you see the spring training numbers. A starter, a reliever alike.
That's a Renfroe leading it off here for the Padres, and a liner into center field for a base hit. Wasn't waiting around.
That ball was scalded.
4th Padres hit of the day, and a good start here to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Oh, that's a good sound. Good sound if you're a hitter, bad if you're a pitcher.
So Renfroe's been on twice today. A walk in the 2nd, a single in the 4th inning. And here's Ryan Schimpf. Schimpf with a triple in the 2nd inning. Came around to score the 2nd Padres run of the day.
Good live heater. Straight though. Got to locate that. And Hunter Renfroe showed him just why you should be able to locate that.
Tyler Anderson went the first 3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, and through 38 pitches, 28 for strikes. Walter's going to head out here to talk to Marquez with nobody out and a runner at first.
Got to give Tony Walters some love. Local kid from Vista, up in North County. Rancho Buena Vista High School, home of Dave Roberts.
Breaking ball, dropping a tad high. Pretty good breeze today. The flags are a gust out there in center field. They have been the last week of spring training.
Straight out too. Anything elevated to the outfield, good chance it's going to get out of here. I mean, it is a whipping.
Out to right field, Gonzalez moving in, and he'll make the running catch. Thought about going to first base, but back is Renfroe as Schimpf flies out to right, 1 down. It brings up Hector Sanchez.
Hey, remember Warren Miller used to work for the Padres. Now
Yes.
he works for the Colorado Rockies.
Does a very good job for the Rockies.
He does, and his mom is Nancy Miller. She's 90 years young, and she's watching today in
Very nice.
Nashville. So we welcome Mrs. Miller to the telecast. We've got a good boy, Mrs. Miller.
Look out, bat goes flying into the seats. Right behind the Padres dugout, out of the hands of Hector Sanchez.
Oh, that guy's not going to let go. Is he out in front of this one a little bit? Nope, just not a good grip, and that could be nasty. Oh, my goodness.
Fan getting some medical attention right in behind the Padres dugout. Hector Sanchez looking over in that direction.
You know what, Don? I know we've talked about this the last couple of years, I think. There's got to be netting all the way down past the dugouts.
I agree with you.
I am a big fan of having baseball do that.
And Sanchez stepping out of the box and looking over in that direction once again. Cannot get his mind off it, no question, as they continue to check on that fan. I know I mentioned it in 2008. Worked in Tokyo to begin the season at the Tokyo Dome, and they have screens all the way down.
To the foul line?
Pretty far. I don't know
really?
if it's all the way, but it's at least 2/3 of the way down the line.
I see nothing wrong with that as well.
And you really see fans also during batting practice also, you hope that they're paying attention.
Right. And you know what? I've even thought about this. If they were to do that, they can come up with some type of contraption to where they have like a little, where they can move the screen so people can still get autographs and stuff through the, and then come game time, you flip that screen up to where it's secure, to where it cannot be.
There's a fly ball out to center field, struck pretty well. Blackman going back, going to be over his head and up against the wall. From first base, Renfroe coming around all the way from first. He will score, and it's now 6-3 Rockies. RBI double for Hector Sanchez.
Well, we might be seeing a Coors Field type of ball game here today in Peoria. Big outfield, the ball's traveling, and Hector Sanchez, he gets set, he gets ready, he gets locked, loaded, and he extends. Maybe wind aided a little bit, but that's the conditions for both teams. Then he drives in a run. Cuts the Rockies' lead in half. But yeah, I'll say it again. There's got to be screens all the way down. At least to the end of the dugouts. Maybe extend it a little farther.
Down Sanchez at second base, Alan Cordoba. His second at bat of the day. Cordoba with a single to left field in the second inning. Breaking ball. Rockies have left 7 men on base. Padres have left only 1 as the Rockies bat here in the, rather the Padres bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. In the air to shallow center as LeMahieu ducking back onto the outfield lawn for out number 2. So two-way is Cordoba retired, and it'll bring up Dusty Coleman, who started the game at first base but since has shifted to second base. Colin Cowgill has come out on deck to bat in the pitcher's spot if we get that far. There are 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Maybe a cross up there is heading to third base is Sanchez. Late reaction by Walters.
Even, you know what, even when you're playing catch with somebody, and you know some guys will spin some breaking balls and stuff, to get crossed up, now put in a pitcher at the big league level. Now he's anticipating the breaking ball and he gets the fastball, and you know what, you know who the luckiest guy in the ballpark is right now?
The umpire.
The umpire. Because if Tony Walters does not get a piece of that glove on that, that's getting the home plate umpire.
Steve Foster, the pitching coach out there. With 2 outs and Sanchez taking third base.
Steve Foster, one of the coaches retained by Bud Black when he was given that job. Hey, Mike Redmond, former Marlins manager, is the bench coach for Bud Black and the Rockies.
Pass ball got Sanchez to third, and that breaking ball miss outside.
That's a tough pass ball, isn't it? If I'm official scorer, I'm taking in consideration the cross up.
Curious to get your take on how hard it is to be a pitching coach for a manager who is a very accomplished pitching coach in Bud Black.
Good point. And I saw it firsthand with the San Diego Padres and Darren Balsley. I think Buddy is good at delegating and letting the pitching coach do what he feels fit. But I'll tell you what, if I'm a pitching coach, this is just me. If I'm a pitching coach and I have a manager who is a pitcher, I'm saying, hey, you know what, feel free anytime to chime in. And I think it's the relationship between a manager and a pitching coach that you should be on the same page with that.
Similar situation. John Farrell, a very accomplished pitching coach. The Red Sox manager, Carl Willis.
How did that work?
Very well.
Yeah.
Out towards left center field and out of the left field. Cutting it off is Cardulo. Coming around to score is Hector Sanchez. And it's now 6-4. A double for Dusty Coleman.
He was hustling right out of the box, Dusty Coleman was. As soon as that ball was struck, he did not break stride. He took that short turn, nice cut around first base. Hanging breaking ball, curveball, outer half, and he's all over it. As soon as Coleman saw those outfielders converging to the gap, he was off.
So Coleman with a double and an RBI. 2 outs in the inning, and there's Colin Cowgill pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot. Oh, 0-2. Cowgill spending the year last year in AAA. Thirty-year-old from Lexington, Kentucky, Colin Cowgill. Breaking ball bouncing in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Signed as a minor league free agent by the Padres early in February. His league time with the Diamondbacks, the A's, Mets, Angels for parts of 3 years, and last year did get into 9 games with the Indians. Two runs in here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Padres. Back within 2. The Rockies on top right now, 6-4.
Ooh, that's
strike 3 on the outside corner. That's 2 runs for the Padres in the 4th. It's 6-4 Rockies after 4.
Until 9.
Rockies on top of the Padres as we get ready for inning number 5. Opening day right around the corner. And the opening day started for the Padres. Jhoulys Chacín will be on the mound for San Diego.
Quite an honor for any pitcher to get that ball opening day. See him in an Angels uniform here, and hopefully, you know, he give you a lot of innings, go deep into the game, because the bullpen is going to be a strength of this San Diego Padre team, and we're going to see one of those guys out of the bullpen right now, and Brad Hand. So good luck to Jhoulys Chacín. Opening day.
Changes defensively for the Padres will get you caught up on. Luis Torrens has taken over in behind the dish to catch for Hector Sanchez. Ninth appearance of the spring for Hand.
He's ready to go. Nice numbers. You know what you got from Brad Hand last year. A workhorse from the left side. You talk about a kid really turning the corner. My goodness.
Corey Spangenberg has taken over at third base. Came in for Ryan Schimpf. And Colin Cowgill stays in the game, and he is now in right field for the Padres.
That's great after I just put Brad Hand and Colin Cowgill in the number 9 spot.
It's going to be different, I think. Yeah. Tony Walters has struck out, and Milwaukee scored last time he reached base in the 3rd inning. First look here at Brad Hand, lefty-lefty matchup to begin things here in the 5th inning. And taking over for Carter Capps. That is strike 3, and Hand back to striking people out. That's what he does. So one down here in the 5th inning, and pitcher's spot coming up.
Beautiful freeze fastball right there. Perfectly located.
Marquez is hitting for himself, the pitcher. Their starting pitcher, Tyler Anderson, was on twice, a single and a walk, and he scored 2 runs. Big part of the Rockies offensively today, and Colorado on top here 6-4, batting with 1 out in the 5th. 0 for 6 during the spring at the plate. And a liner into center field has his first hit of the spring, and it's played out there briefly, but it'll be a base hit here for Marquez. So the pitchers are hitting the Padres today.
I was just going to say, what's with this pitching staff?
Zuniga will hold on Marquez at first base, 1 out and back up to the top of the order. 4th at bat of the day for Charlie Blackmon. 1 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. Padres will be headed to Los Angeles on Saturday and work out on Sunday. And then opening day on Monday. Clayton Kershaw for the 3rd straight year. It would be 4.
That's unbelievable.
We looked it up before the game with Bob Scanlon, and it would have been 4, but he started the year in the DL in 2014.
Hyun-Jin Ryu started that game,
yep.
And what a luck of the draw that is. Really?
You have to argue. That's got to be pretty tough. I mean, there would have been 4 years in a row, but as it is 3 years in a row. You open up against Clayton Kershaw.
It's a conspiracy.
The Padres last year had such a difficult series to begin the year against the Dodgers last year, which they did not score a run.
Hey, the good news is, though, guys, once you get him out of the way, it's all downhill from there, right?
Yeah.
It can only get easier after opening day.
You win that one, and you're in great shape with 161 to play.
I'm calling upset.
I like it.
I'm calling L for Kershaw.
Opening day.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna ambush him for 4 or 5 early?
Sure. You know, that'll be something we look at quite a bit when Kershaw pitches. Do you try to attack him early to try to stay away from that breaking stuff in 2 strikes, right? So we'll see.
So be aggressive.
There's been games when the Padres and hitters alike throughout the league are aggressive against Kershaw early because they get that 1 fastball. You probably get 1 fastball to hit. You know, if he's on his game, he locates so well. But hey, stay tuned to that one.
So all the hitters that are in the clubhouse right now listening to our broadcast who are going to be there for the Padres. Forget what Alan Zinner thinks, the hitting coach.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Grant thinks you should swing at the first fastball you see.
Sure.
Be very aggressive.
That has been the plan at times against pitchers, aggressive early.
The approach.
Yes.
Why would you?
Strike 3, and Blackman didn't like it.
He doesn't have to like it. It's a strikeout.
He's headed to the dugout with the second K of the day for Brad Hand.
That's the breaking ball. Oh, it buckles him just a little bit. That's a legitimate strike.
So 2 down. Marquez at first, and DJ LeMahieu coming up.
You know, I was just thinking, okay, maybe the plan against Kershaw is, hey guys, take till 2 strikes and then battle.
So now you're changing the
How
plan?
about that? Yeah, let's change the game plan against Clayton Kershaw. Hey guys, take till 2 strikes and then really just battle. Try to fight it off, take it the other way. Yeah, that's a real good game plan.
I love the ingenuity and the creativeness, Mud. But I think you're set up for a shutout if you take that approach.
I think your first approach was the way to go.
I'm being facetious.
I just think it's funny because so often, you know, we'll hear people, fans, whatever, say, "Oh, you just got to be patient again. Our guys aren't working the count." Look, when you're facing the Kershaws and the Greg Maddoxes and those types of guys, if you wait around, you're going to find yourself down 0-2 and looking at a strikeout. Oftentimes, your best bet is that first pitch.
Quarterback short will flip backhanded to second base for the out. The force out to end the inning. Halfway through, it's 6-4 Rockies. For the rotation has gone on all spring, and Trevor Cahill is in the starting rotation for the Padres after his spring training.
Well, it's been a while since he's been a consistent starter. 2014, Trevor Cahill started 17 games. That was with Arizona. 15 and 16. Well, a lot of work out of the bullpen, but he has proven to Andy Green and Darren Balsey that he can earn a spot in that slot in the rotation. So Trevor Cahill probably back in a role which he prefers. A lot of pitchers, they would love to start the season in the rotation and get the ball 30 to 35 times a year. So Trevor Cahill, number 3 in the rotation for San Diego.
Third time Travis Jankowski has batted today. This time dealing with a right-hander for the first time in Marquez. Dealt with the lefty Tyler Anderson, who struck him out in the first and third innings. Now a grounder to first base. Reynolds will tag the bag for the first out here at the bottom of the 5th inning. We're talking about the rotation and the first 5. And the news that Luis Perdomo will be in the first 5.
The first thing I look at when a rotation, I think, what kind of innings can they chew up, right? Well, for Chacin in 13, he chewed up 197 innings, 218 for Richard in 2012. Cahill, 197 in 13. How about Jared Weaver? Now, this is back 2011 now, 235 innings. And then for Luis Perdomo, his career high last year, 146. So, you know, my point is a lot of innings maybe 4 to 6 years ago for these guys. How are they going to adjust in the rotation this year? Will they be able to go deep into a game, chew up some innings? And what's the magic number these years, Don? 200, right? If you can have a rotation to guys throw 200 frames, you're looking pretty good.
To left field where Gardulo is out there waiting, and that's the second out here of the 5th inning.
Now, whether that's going to come to fruition, stay tuned. Wait and see.
Brad Zunica coming up for the first time. Zunica took over at first base for Dusty Coleman, who moved to second base. Hey, did you catch who's in center field right now for the Colorado Rockies?
Alexi Amarista.
It is. Amarista over in left center right now. And the infield and the outfield for the Rockies this spring. This one off the glove of Marquez, kicks out to short on the run and in time. Able to get Zunica at first base. We head to the 6th inning. It's 6-4 Rockies. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need to support the health and well-being of your pet. And by Nissan. The choice is clear. Save on a new Nissan now. Shop, choose Nissan.com. Back in the desert and in Peoria, where the Padres move on to pitcher number 6 of the day. Get a look at the back end of the pen, and Ryan Buchter into the game.
I think every game we've done on TV here on Fox Sports San Diego, we've seen the lefty, Ryan Buchter, and that's a good thing. Comfort is a big thing for Ryan this year. I mean, let's face it, with his career, signing in 2006, and the only sniff at the big leagues was 2014 for one game with the Atlanta Braves. We talked about it a lot last year, but it's worth mentioning again. And this spring training, he has left off exactly what he did last year. Having a great spring, integral part of that bullpen for Andy Green.
Alexi Amarista leading it off and sending one to left field. Spangenberg in left will have that one get over his head. Back to the track and the wall is Amarista. Now second, holds on with a double. Spangenberg had moved from third base to left field, and he's kind of drifting back on that one that gets up over his head.
Can't tell you what Corey was thinking out there, whether he lost it or the wind got him or he held his ground on contact, but catchable ball just played poorly in left. Just drifting, and then, yeah, it's well over his head, actually.
Arenado batting here with a runner at second base, nobody out. Rockies 6th inning.
Well, Ryan Buchter, the left-hander, pitches up in the zone with the fastball. He tries to bury that breaking ball down by the back foot, and he's ahead. If he can pump that fastball after going up, 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 down, change the eye level of the hitters, it works to his advantage. Look out.
And a quiet day for Arenado, who struck out in the first, again in the second, and grounded out to third base in the fourth inning.
Hey, remember in Anchorman, the movie, when they had the Panda Watch? Panda Watch. We should have Bee Watch today. See how the bees are
still
doing.
down there?
Oh, they're having a party down there on that mic.
Thought by now one of two things would have happened. They would have departed or gotten larger, more of a swarm.
Let's get Brian Fontana on it. Yeah, they're still swarming. It's not a good sound.
Who's going to grab that mic at the end of the game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Swing and a miss. Arenado strikes out for the third time today, and Buchter gets his first strikeout of the afternoon.
I've got a question. Why is Nolan Arenado still in the game?
Trying to get some ABs here at the end of spring.
All right. Just wondering. And once again, it might be Nolan saying, but you know, managers will say, hey, enough. You know, you've had 3 at-bats. Maybe time to call it a day.
One out, Amarista at second base, and it brings up Trevor Story.
But the Padre pitchers have pitched him well, Arenado.
Swing and a miss. Runner going, and Amarista throw to third. Not in time. Very close there at third. Amarista shaking his hand and kind of, not kind of, he did go in head first.
You know, Sardinius did a nice job. This ball is on the foul side of the third base bag. He's got to wait till the pitch is thrown, right? And then he's got to bring it all the way down. That was close, very close. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, I think he was out. So stolen base for Amarista. Infield in all the way around with one out. So Spangenberg in left out, Cowgill in center, Blash in the game in right, and Sardinius, who we just saw at third base. Infield in with one out. Brian Buchter, 30 years of age. From Reading, Pennsylvania, Double-A home of the Philadelphia Phillies.
And one of the properties on the Monopoly board. Reading Railroad. Some people see Reading, I say Reading.
You ever been to Reading, Pennsylvania?
No, I didn't play in the Eastern League.
One of the better stops in the Eastern League, yeah.
Really? What's the one thing that sticks out about Reading?
This one fouled off. They have outlets there. So it's always good shopping.
Oh, outlet stores. Okay, I was going to say electrical outlets because isn't that pretty much everywhere?
Not to charge your iPad or anything.
Oh.
No, they have outlets there. At least they did.
I'm a big outlet fan.
I haven't been in the Eastern League since 1995, so it's been a little while.
Yeah.
But the outlets were the big thing there. You could go, you know, kind of shopping for the rest of your wardrobe for the remainder of the season.
I love to shop. Shop till you drop. Do they have Quad X there for you?
So swing and a miss. Story swings and misses. Foul tip. Second strikeout for Buchter. The 4X, is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, does this come in a 4X? I didn't know those pants came in 48s.
They do. I had the chance to work a number of years with Terry Francona, and he would always talk about my pant size.
Really?
He was convinced it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 54 waist, 28 length.
Really?
Which I found offensive. What are those, 54 28s?
That's pretty funny.
No, they're not.
What are you, about
I am a
44?
solid 40, maybe 38, 40.
Yeah, that's me too. 38,
Yeah.
40.
Swing and a miss. And if you're looking to buy stuff for me, I think it's a 30 pant leg. In case you're getting some stuff. You were very nice to give me a shirt yesterday. It was very nice of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm a roughly 38, 40, 34.
Right. And a 4X top, right?
I like, you know what?
Because you like it loose.
I like it
Kinda
loose.
like a smock or a car cover. You blow away. You can blow away in the wind.
It's like my shirts are like a onesie where they got the snaps between the legs because they're kind of big, and if the wind gets a hold of it, it might fly off. My shirts are onesies. Let's get Brian Fantana on it. B-Watch.
This is getting much worse.
Yes. Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Hey guys, Fantana reporting live here from the dugout.
What do you got, Brian?
We've got an upset bee colony down here. That last foul ball has them all riled up. They're flying all over the place now. We'll see if they resettle back on that microphone or if they aim for somebody's hat down here. Hopefully they stay away from the fans.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and Reynolds strikes out for the third time today. 5.5 done, 6-4 Rockies.
.64 Rockies. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres. How you doing?
Let's on to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Corey Spangenberg going to lead it off here for the Padres. This had been the spot of Hunter Renfroe, walking a single today, scored 2 runs. Spangenberg initially came into the game at third base and has since taken over in left field, followed by Luis Torrens. Marquez out there for his third inning of relief. Gave up a couple of runs in the fourth inning. Enjoyed a 1-2-3 fifth, and here he is in the sixth inning. And a liner hit left field for Spangenberg.
After the first pitch breaking ball for a strike, Spangenberg hangs in there and takes it the other way. Gets on top of that fastball just enough.
So lead runner on here, and Luis Torrens. Took over defensively behind the dish last inning. Hector Sanchez have been doing the catching as they check on Spangenberg at first base. Tyler Selesky has come out on deck here for the Padres. Runner goes. Throw down to second base, and out at second base is Spangenberg.
Did you see what Torrens did there?
Yeah, he swung like very, very late, almost like he missed a hit and run or something.
The ball was like out of the catcher's hand, and he swung. I mean, it was very, very late. Okay, swung. Now,
and it got the catcher on the backswing.
And the umpire actually charged him with a swing on that. So that was a strike.
My guess is he missed the hit and run sign and then saw him going.
Or he's just trying to protect the run. You know, you're right. It could have been that. He called it a strike.
So ball and a strike here now to Torrens. That might be the latest swing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Tardy on that cut is Torrens. Rising fastball from Marquez. Get a good live arm. Late again. Yeah, that one by him. That's the second strikeout for Marquez since coming in. That's out number 2 of the 6th inning.
This is now, is this really cheese or is this just a slow swing? Ball's in the glove.
Selesky batting for the first time, takes a pitch down low. Tyler Selesky last year between Fort Wayne and this one sent foul down the left field line out of play. From Estero, Florida, out of Florida Gulf Coast University. From Macon, Georgia. .35 games for him last year in Fort Wayne. Getting a .296. They'll pop it up this time. The shortstop Adames out in shallow center makes the catch that ends the inning. We're headed for the 7th with the Rockies on top 6-4.
And a reminder, opening series presented by Sequan Casino is April 7th through the 9th against the San Francisco Giants. Tickets to opening day include a free, I said it, free opening day t-shirt. Who doesn't want one of them? Don't miss the festivities of opening series weekend. Tickets at Padres.com.
Do they have car cover size on opening day?
I'm going to request a 5X.
End of the game, Mark Zimmerman on for the Padres. 7th pitcher of the day for Andy Green.
Getting some work in. Everybody's getting a chance today.
Zimmerman from Akron, Ohio. 33rd round pick. Last season saw time in Lake Elsinore, Tri-City. He's 23 years old.
The late round draft choice is getting some look-sees today.
You ever been to the Canton, Akron area before?
You know what? The only times in Ohio I've been to Cleveland,
Cincinnati.
and Cincinnati. Never made any. Never made any minor league stops there.
I've been to Columbus. I've been to Toledo, and of course Canton, where Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium used to be. The Indians' Double-A team.
How about Sandusky?
No.
Buckeye State.
One and two, the count here to Cardullo. He is 1 for 3 today, and one almost got the inside corner. Double back in the second inning. Struck out in the third and the fourth.
Ooh, talk about getting in the kitchen there and spinning on it. Cardullo got to that pitch very quickly. If you had to live in Ohio, what city would you choose?
If I had to live in Ohio, I actually really like Columbus. Ground ball up the middle. Diving at shortstop. It's picked up by Coleman, and no throw. Just holding on to it. As Cardullo will reach at first base. So an infield hit and the second hit of the day for Cardullo. Where would you live in Ohio?
I hear Dayton's a nice town.
Oh. I've never been to Dayton. A pinch runner at first base, Cardullo. Will be pinch run 4. They're going to let us know when they can. The gentleman who is into the game at first base is not on the traveling roster. Walters has struck out, walked, and struck out again.
Eric Toole.
Eric Toole is running at first base. To center field. Followed fast, and Cowgill will not get to it. It drops in front of him, and first to third goes Toole. Walters has got himself a base hit, and Rockies in business here in the 7th. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, a lot of these hitters, sure, they want to see pitches. They want to feel comfortable at the plate. And there are some hitters out there that they want to save those hits for the season, right? They want to get the season started. There's a spring training knock for Tony Walters.
Sam Hilliard batting here for the first time today and on the left side. And a pickoff play at first base, but diving back to the bag safely is Walters. His lead had gotten a little large, and Zuniga holding him on there at first. No action in the Padres pen. Mark Zimmerman, the 7th arm used today by San Diego. On the ground, and a fair ball down the left field line. From third base comes Toole. Walters is going to be waved around all the way from first base. There'll be no throw. And 2 more for the Rockies, who take an 8-4 lead. All this coming with nobody out in the 7th inning and a double. Makes it now 8-4 Colorado.
Well, Sardinius playing off the line and even with the bag cuts down the range, and he could not have placed that any better. 2-run double. Trying not to pull that ball. Now that's going with the pitch.
Here's Christian Adames batting for the first time. Came into the game at second base, then moved to shortstop. Batting in the spot of Charlie Blackmon. There's a fly ball to left field. Spansberg get another chance here, battling the sun, and he'll make the catch. Right on the edge of the track, tagging up, trying to go to third, and getting to third base is Hilbrand, as Adames retired on the fly out to left field. So Hilliard getting to third base. So 1 out.
Who's that at third?
That's Hilliard.
Oh, the joys of spring training. I love it.
Dylan Thomas coming up here in the spot of DJ LeMahieu, who had been 3 for 4.
Hey, listen, can I just throw a disclaimer out there?
Yep.
I have all the respect in the world for play-by-play guys in spring training, and I'm serious, because you've got to run traffic.
Yeah.
You got to let everybody know, and
got to work with you.
I mean,
which is
look at that scorecard. I mean, there's a lot of crossing out and a lot of names that we don't know and aren't familiar with. And
and they're coming in rapid fire right now, and they're not on the roster.
I commend you. It
makes it challenging. But I had Shea Hillenbrand moving from second to third base.
I was laughing.
And then he went to Hilliard. That's the lid all the way around now.
Hey, working down in the zone, trying to get a grounder or 2 strikes, then you can go up. Let's see if he goes up out of the zone here. Ooh, right at the belt buckle.
Spins him out of the box. In tight again. I'll tell you, we've seen a good bit of the bullpen. Caps, Hand, Buchter all working in this game. And they combined to only give up 2 hits and no runs and record 7 strikeouts between the 3 relievers, 2 for Caps, 2 for Hand, and 3 for Buchter.
They're ready to go, huh?
Yeah. High chopper, infield in, and that's going to get out towards left center. Run in from third base. Hilliard scores the 9th Rockies run, and it's now 9-4 Colorado. That time the infield in did not work out as it's chopped up over the shortstop.
Yeah, that's the downside. You get that chopper, especially here in Arizona, where it's like a parking lot out in front of home plate after that infield is baked in the sun all afternoon, and that's just the chance you take.
So 1 out. Padres infield at double play depth. And here is Amarista.
In fact,
grounder to first base. Out there. Throw to second's a tag play, and it's in the dirt. Gets away briefly. But no further advance there for Thomas. They do get the out at first base. Zuniga tagged the bag. And Amarista is quickly retired.
I was going to say that infield chopper was actually off a home plate. That's why we saw it bounce so high and over the shortstop head.
Pat Valleca coming up. Quiet day today for Nolan Arenado, who had been in this spot. Arenado struck out 3 times and grounded out. Popped up foul back in our direction. I think it were 3 home runs and 5 runs batted in during the spring for the Rockies. A 24-year-old from Valencia, California. 9th round pick in 2013 by the Rockies. And got into 13 big league games last year with the Rockies, sitting at 263 and his first major league home run. Breeze not quite as drastic as it was earlier, but still blowing out here at Peoria Stadium. Three and one. Away again, and Vallejo walks here. So first walk given up by Zimmerman since coming into the game. 8th batter that he'll face here in the inning as Torrens goes out to talk to him. Daniel Castro, the second baseman, coming up here now for the Rockies. Trevor Story had batted in this spot earlier, walking twice, striking out twice. And right down the middle for strike one. Clayton Richards started the game, inning in 2/3, giving up 3 runs today on 6 hits. And a liner down the right field line. That's going to be a foul ball just to the right of the line. That had danger written all over it, but a foul ball.
Slicing off that right-handed bat aids that ball to go just foul. How close was it? Yeah, clearly foul.
Going 2 to Castro. And he fights this one off. A chopper down the first baseline. A foul ball.
I don't know whether that was an offer or trying to defend himself. Did you see that?
Yeah, very defensive swing.
I mean, at first it looked like he wanted to commit to it, but then all of a sudden that ball rides up in on him and he's trying to protect himself there.
Eighth batter of the inning for the Rockies. They have added 3 more here in the 7th inning on top 9-4. Thomas at second, Blake at first base, and a grounder up the middle. There's Coleman, the second, to get the force out. Some fancy footwork there. Cordoba coming across the bag. 9-4 Rockies.
If there's one thing we
7th stretch time in Peoria, Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with National Alliance on Mental Illness and their commitment to improving the lives of families and those living with mental illness. Learn more about how to be stigma-free and visit foxsportssupports.com.
Now 3 more runs for the Rockies in the top half of this inning, and they bring on Carlos Estevez into the game, their 3rd pitcher of the day.
Well, a lot of breathing room for Estevez, but still, a kid like this going to pitch like it's nothing, like it's tied, trying to impress Steve Foster, the pitching coach, and Bud Black for the Rockies. Last season, 63 games, and if you're in the bullpen for the Rockies, you are going to get a lot of work. That's for sure.
Takes over for Herman Marquez, who went 3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Cordoba at the plate, and he is 1 for 2 today. A single in the 2nd, popped out to second base in the 4th inning. Been at shortstop the entire game.
Estevez, a strikeout pitcher. 55 frames last year. He struck out 59. A little high on the walk side with 28.
Cordoba reaches out, kind of pokes it foul off to the right, out of play. Single to left in the 2nd inning for Cordoba. He popped out to second base in the 4th inning. Tyler Anderson started today for the Rockies. 3 innings, 2 runs. On 3 hits, a walk, and 3 Ks. But the pitcher of record right now for the Rockies, who enjoy a 5-run lead.
Did you just flinch?
I did.
B-watch.
That looks worse to me. And they're certainly much more mobile now.
Yes, they are swarming more. They were more. Well, you know what? Because that ball just hit the screen, so every time the ball hits the screen,
it shook them all up.
It disrupts them, I guess.
Last thing we want to do is disrupt the swarming bees.
It's interesting that when a bee stings, it dies.
It's a tough choice.
Yeah.
Dusty Coleman waiting on deck. He also has played the entire game for the Padres. There's a liner into left. And solid contact there for Cordoba, his 2nd hit of the day.
Nice job with the full count there. 2 strikes and shortening up the swing and pulling that baseball over the shortstop's head. It's worth another look. High leg kick, and once that foot is down, the hands are all the way back, locked and loaded, and throw that head. Comfortable looking swing.
Lead runner on for the Padres here in the 7th inning, and brings up Dusty Coleman. Scrouted out to 3rd and doubled the gapper. Left center field last time up. Start of the game at second base has moved to short since. Estevez falling behind here 2-0.
Well, the Oregon here in Peoria trying to rally the crowd. You see they're really into it.
I didn't hear anything. 2-0 pitch coming up. And a foul here at the dish. It is on the warm side out there today.
Yes, it is.
Ben's been out there a while today. Long ball game here in Peoria, the final spring training game for the Padres. The Mariners still have a game here tomorrow.
And then Saturday they have one over at the Salt River Fields. So they'll finish up their spring training 2017.
Two and two as Estevez has battled back from a 2-0 hole here. Now it's 2-2.
By the way, you know who's joined us on the telecast this afternoon?
Who's that?
Billy Bean from the Oakland Athletics. Tuning in. Scouting the Friars.
Swing and a miss, and Coleman strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Well, we have a minute. Don't miss your first chance to see the Padres back in Southern California when they take on the Lake Elsinore Storm. It's tomorrow, March 31st. Tomorrow, the Majors versus Minors exhibition game will be hosted at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. First pitch is at 6 p.m. There are a limited number of tickets still available. Get yours today at padres.com/storm.
Have you been to Lake Elsinore before?
I have. Love it up there.
Colin Cowgill getting his second at bat and a swing and a miss. So Billy Bean is tuning in today, is he?
Yeah, he's got nothing else to do. He's quite bored with himself. And he said, after listening to you, it makes me even more bored.
Now Cowgill, a former Oakland A.
That's right.
Down on the count 0-2. He struck out his first plate appearance back in the fourth inning.
And these are huge at-bats. Talked to Andy Green before today's game, and I asked him point blank about certain parts of the ball club that still need to be decided. And he said, you know what, it's still up in the air. Questions unanswered. And it's an at-bat like this maybe that can sway him. You know, who's the catching situation after Austin Hedges? What's going to happen?
Yeah, there's 7 catchers here in camp during spring training, and yeah, Christian Bethancourt, of course, who will be one of them. We know that.
Oh, their arms in the bullpen, right? We know about Hand, Buchter, Maurer,
Stammen,
Cosart. Decisions still to be made.
Corner at first base, 1 down in the inning, and Cowgill takes strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Estevez. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. So here comes Jabari Blash, his first at-bat of the day. Travis Jankowski had gone 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. And Jabari's still wondering about his fate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this at bat too, because straight fastball from Estevez, and Jabari Blash likes the straight fastball. The home run has been the story for Jabari this spring.
7 home runs during the spring. Has been walking more, did get 8 walks. The strikeout's still there though, 26 strikeouts during spring training. And down here 0-2. 14 for 57 during the spring at 246 average. And this is his 27th game, so he's had plenty of time here during the spring to get into games. Blash came into the game and took over in right field. Popped up, foul ground. Playable and caught by Castro to end the inning. We're through 7 in Peoria. 9-4 Rockies. Rockies have the lead over the Padres as we get ready for the 8th inning. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Rockies. 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Padres. Rockies have left 11 men on base. Padres have left 3. Zimmerman threw 26 pitches in the 7th. Back out there to start the 8th, and he hits him with the first pitch. Padres do have right-handed action up in their pen. Dustin Garneau now batting. In Steven Cardullo's spot, Cardullo had a couple of hits today, double and a single wrapped around a couple of strikeouts. In there for strike 1. Zimmerman allowed 3 runs in the 7th inning in his first inning of relief. I got a question for you.
Yeah, a question.
Well, go ahead. You had something.
I was just going to say, Fuentes, who went in to play third base, he's all excited to get a big league at bat. In spring training, he gets plunked. That's a tough day in the big leagues.
Oh, good, because that was going to be my question.
Really?
Yeah, who got hit? Because I don't know who the first batter was.
Fuentes.
Thank you. So you answered it.
Big league spring training at bat. I should clarify. Louder.
Padres a double play depth here with nobody out.
Josh Fuentes.
So Fuentes at first base, held on by Zuniga. On the ground towards short, could work out as it is Cordoba tagging second and firing to first. 1-6-3 on the double play, as that actually helped. Zimmerman got a glove on it and kicked out to shortstop, and they're able to turn the double play. So 2 outs here in the 8th.
A lot of balls hit up the middle. This ball aided off the mound, gets a little bit of a hop there, and why mess up the transfer? Take it yourself. Your momentum is going towards the bag there.
Cordoba has been at shortstop all day. And a curveball that time in there for strike 1. Only Walters has played the entire game today for the Rockies. Struck out, walked, struck out, and singled. 5th plate appearance of the day. Rockies with 9 runs on 14 hits.
And the bees are not swarming. They're still on that mic there. They've all congregated back on the mic. So if there's a foul ball that hits that screen again, we'll have to see right there. See how calm they are? Not calm, but what I'm saying is they're all congregated there.
I do, yes.
So like
I see them.
Yeah, a foul ball back to the screen. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
In the air to left field, struck pretty well. Spangenberg from left field moves over and makes the catch that ends the inning. We're headed for the bottom of the 8th at Peoria. Rockies on top 9-4. Rockies on top of the Padres as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning, and Mike Dunn into the game now for the Rockies. 8-year Major League veteran. And look at his spring training numbers.
Mike Dunn with Miami the last handful of years. He was actually a Florida Marlin before they made the name change. Came up with the New York Yankees. Very integral part of that bullpen, and anytime you can have a lefty like Dunn who's got some experience, well, the strikeouts are still there, so he's just basically tuning up before they head north to Denver.
Signed as a free agent in December this past offseason. Going to do 51 games last year with Miami. 6-1 out of the Marlins pen a year ago. 3.40 earned run average. Luis Sardinez leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Then a fly ball headed out towards right center field. Amarista from center will make the catch. Running onto the dirt of the track for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Brad Zunica coming up for his second plate appearance of the game here for the Padres. He rounded out to shortstop in the 5th inning, and here he is in the 8th. Took over at first base for Dusty Coleman, who had started at first today. Zunica, a 15th round pick in 2015. Hometown, Bradenton, Florida.
Pirate Town, right?
Yep.
You been there?
I have many times. McKegney Field in Bradenton.
How's that venue?
Pretty good. Very good, actually. I renovated it fairly recently. Very nice.
That's got to be one of the older spring training spots for a team consistently been. You know, I think of Bradenton for the Pirates.
Yep.
I think of Lakeland for the Tigers.
Yeah. Used to be Vero Beach for the Dodgers for so many years. Fort Lauderdale for the Yankees for a number of years.
Well, what an experience it was at Vero Beach. They were the dugouts were literally benches with a small fence behind you, and the fans were right there.
Right there.
It was like a Little League field.
Of course, Spangenberg batting here with 2 down in the inning. Zunica striking out on a curveball. Spangenberg single to left field, his first at bat in the 6th inning. Sarasota, another good spot in the Grapefruit League.
All those years.
A number of years. The Reds were there. Now the Orioles call Sarasota home. And a brand new ballpark, a renovated ballpark, but it's basically brand new. Ed Smith Stadium.
They're all pretty much brand new, aren't they? Is there one out there? I'm trying to think that's like
Dunedin. Last time I was there, it was still Dunedin, the Toronto Blue Jays. Hadn't changed a great deal over the years. There's the Yankees training in Tampa.
I remember back when I was with the Giants in the early 80s, if you had to go to Sun City for the Brewers, that was up this area. I mean, because there was no 101. You know, the 10 didn't, well, the 10 was there, but you had to, you know, either take the 17 or the 10 and then work your way all the way up. And that was a trip.
Now, when Tucson was here, that was kind of far too, right? Or no?
Yeah, but it was freeway. No spring training baseball in the old Pueblo anymore.
Luis Torrens struck out swinging in the 6th inning. Alberth Martinez has come out on deck for the Padres. Worst spring training site you ever went to?
Gosh, you know, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm trying to think. Cactus Lake. You know what? Old Scottsdale Stadium was, the dugouts were as big as our booth.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, literally, they were small.
Castro at second base. We'll throw out Torrens and end the inning. We'll wait for your answer. We'll come back to the ninth inning.
Yeah, let me think about it.
Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Nissan. The choice is clear. Save on a new Nissan now. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Back in Peoria as we head here to the ninth inning, 9-4. The Rockies on top of the Padres. And Trey Wingenter comes into the game now for San Diego.
Last year in the minors for the Padres, 39 games, a nice ERA. In the strikeouts, yeah, they're there as well. That's a nice thing to see. More strikeouts than innings pitched. Opponents only hitting .207 off the big right-hander.
Let's check in with Bob.
Hey guys, I was just listening in on your conversation about favorite spring training sites. Mud, did you ever play at the old Baltimore Orioles site?
No.
In Miami Stadium?
No, because, you know, I only spent 2 spring trainings in Kissimmee and in West Palm, so I really didn't get the whole circuit. So that's why I was trying to figure out, you know, Sun City was pretty bad in the Cactus League back in the day. But no, talk about Miami.
Oh, it was all kinds of fun because the stadium was a total wreck. They had barbed wire all over the place. Everything was triple and quadruple locked to go from clubhouse to clubhouse. And then when you actually got onto the field, it was generally covered with razor blades, shrapnel, chicken bones,
sounds nice,
and anything else. So you didn't see very many diving plays at that old stadium.
That's tough.
And that was a storied organization, too. I was really shocked when I discovered that out there. And since then, of course, they've got the Frank Robinson Stadium and a whole new complex and everything. But there were some rough places to play back in the day.
Now it's on here to the ninth inning.
Yeah, now the fields are pristine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're manicured. It's just, they're like regular season games. Fields, big league fields.
Well, the stadium at Talking Stick especially, I think of, I'm walking into a big league venue, just put some stands out in the outfield there, and they could hold 30 or 40,000.
And you know, Bob, even the minor league fields,
I know.
They're unbelievable.
Do you remember when Buffalo first came out, and that was just so cutting edge? It was the first place that wasn't really a minor league dump.
Pilot Field, right?
Yes.
That was cutting edge.
I think the reason, and you guys might know more than I, because I only spent a year with the Cubs, but there was speculation that Buffalo was going to expand as a big league team.
Yeah, they built that stadium. Everything, like you said, from behind home plate and down the lines was big league stadium in terms of the seating capability, and they were just going to add seats out in the outfield once they got their big league club. And that was the the gem of minor league baseball where everybody wanted to go.
We were talking about the Buffalo Bisons today before the game. Andy Green's last at bat, home run in a Buffalo uniform.
Yeah. And of course, the skipper said, I asked him where that was, and he goes, it doesn't matter. I made it look small anyway.
He said he took his time going around the bags, too, didn't he, Muddy?
Yeah,
he stood there, soaked it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's ball 4 and down to first base. Hilliard aboard. Second time he has been on today.
Hey, Mud, did you ever play at Yuma or
Yes.
Palm Springs or any of the old Padre places?
I trained in Yuma. 1988, 89, and 90, and we went to Palm Springs to finish up at East Spring training against the Angels, which was a pretty bad venue, too.
Yep.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, that was a rough place.
Yeah.
But Yuma, the visiting clubhouse was rough. I'm not going to lie.
The home clubhouse was rough.
Was it?
Yes.
Center field, Cowgill battling the sun, and he'll make the catch out there in center.
And I'll tell you why. Because in the restroom, and I was just talking to Brian Perlman about this
Where is
before
this
the game.
We're going down a bad path, Don. Redirect.
There were no doors on the stalls.
Oh, nice.
In the bathroom. Yeah, how nice is that?
I'm surprised about Palm Springs.
Bad clubhouse.
Bad clubhouse.
Small.
Because the stadium wasn't terrible, right? I mean, I guess it was.
No, it wasn't that bad. But the clubhouse was bad. The dugout was very small.
You know the charm about Yuma, though, for a visiting player, at least, Mud, was
Going to Johnny's?
how close you were to the fans.
Yes.
I mean, you walk out of the clubhouse, and the fans were right there. They just have a little roped-off area for you to walk through, but
Yeah.
you were basically walking through the crowd. That was kind of fun.
You pitched at Vero, right?
Where's that?
Bob, Vero Beach?
Yeah.
Remember the little bench there we were just talking about last inning where it was literally a bench, no backs, a bench, and like a 4-foot-high chain link fence, and just on the other side of that fence was the fans.
That shocked me the first time I went there because Vero was so just esteemed, and it was such, it was the first place where they had a big league spring training, and it was Dodgers, and there was so much history there. And the first time I went there, like you said, I was expecting there to be these big, nice dugouts. It was like a little league field where you're just sitting there with the chain link fence right behind you, and the fans poking you in the back with their pens. Hey, can you sign? And there was no fence in the outfield either. Just an embankment that went up.
Like a berm, yeah.
1 out, 1 on here, and Thomas batting in the top of the 9th.
Have to watch yourself so you didn't get run over by a golf cart.
Yeah.
But that was revolutionary at the time when the Dodgers built Vero Beach and actually had all their minor league players in one place. And everyone thought they were crazy at first. It's a lot different than doing spring training out at Wrigley Field.
At Catalina?
At Catalina Island, yep.
Cubs were out there for many years.
Through the hole on the right side into right field. Hilliard headed for third. He'll get there without a problem. And the Rockies have runners at first and third with 1 down.
You know, you don't get this information anywhere else.
No, it's good stuff.
Because P.K. Wrigley, owner of the Cubs, owned Catalina Island.
Yeah.
So they had spring training out there.
So teams would go over, boat over?
I don't know. Would they?
I guess. What years are we talking about?
They'd probably just hop in a ferry, right? Take a ferry across?
Like 20s.
First and third, 1 out. Marista takes a hack, finds himself down 0-2.
What's kind of strange to think now, guys, is that Peoria complex here was sort of revolutionary at its time, having two teams share a complex.
I think it was the first one.
It was the first one, and I remember we came over here. I was with the Cubs at the time, and we were just in awe. We're like, how does this work out? Don't you guys bump into each other, and isn't it a problem? And Padres and Mariners are both saying, no, it actually works out really well. Now, of course, it's common.
I got to tell you, when I first got here, I expected that. And for the first 10 days of workouts, I never saw a Seattle Mariner, which I was stunned by. I figured, well, you share the same complex. Ground ball through the left side into left field. This will score Hilliard. Throw to third is going to be close, and out at third base is Thomas. So another run for the Rockies. They lead 10-4, but it out at third base. 7-5. The throw by Spangenberg from left field.
He's got a high chopper. You see the infield playing at double play depth. Cuts down the range and placed perfectly. And also nice how Cordoba going over to third base to cover after that ball got through, or Sardinius rather. Stand corrected. Sardinius covering third. By the way, the Cubs, 1921-41, Catalina Island. 42-44. This one will throw you. They trained in the land of Larry Bird, French Lick, Indiana. And then 45-51 back out to Catalina.
So 20 years there in Catalina for spring training.
21-41.
Right.
That's 20
First
years.
time.
And then again, 45-51. Yep.
Strike over the outside corner. Well, see, I learned something from all this.
I think it's pretty cool, the history of spring training. And you look, we get this guide every year. It's the spring training media guide, and it gives you the history of. You'll be amazed at where some of these teams are spring trained at.
Galgo's not going to get there. And Marista heads for third. He will get there without a problem. First and third again, this time with 2 outs. Leica with a base hit, third hit of the inning.
Did you know once the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1953 trained in Havana, Cuba for spring training?
I did not know that. That's new information as well. Wing enter into the game here from Huntsville, Alabama. 17th round pick.
See if a team trained in Huntsville.
Wing enter, 22 years old, pretty big, 6'7", 200 pounds. Well, I got some bugs making their way across the field here now. We had bees behind home plate and tons of bugs now around home plate.
Uh-oh. We're getting a swarm on the field. Look at everybody's hitting the deck.
The bees again?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that.
So the bees on the move apparently.
Doesn't get scared. I've never seen this in my entire life. I've never seen that.
Bees.
Sounds like a nuclear bomb drill.
Oh my gosh.
They had started to come across from behind home plate. Don't see that every day.
Drop and cover.
These guys are fine.
Wow.
Saw it earlier this year during batting practice back on one of the backfields, the Padres earlier, so they had a little experience with it. First time it's happened during a game here. You got to stay low, and they did.
Yeah, you know what? We've been kidding about learning something about spring training. I never knew that. I never saw that. Bob, was there a lot of action down where you're at?
Nothing. I didn't see a single bee. They're all still hanging out the microphone behind home plate.
All right. 10-4. Rockies on top. 10-4, Rockies have a lead over the Padres. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. And again, the bees, we thought they were bugs. These are bees. And all of a sudden, they swarmed, and everybody went down for a cover here in the infield pretty quickly. And this had happened earlier during workouts over at the Padres bee fields. And quite a scene here as the entire infield down on the ground as the bees swarmed over the infield here in Peoria.
Did you see where the umpire and the catcher, they were following the lead of
they were late.
Yeah. On Winginter?
Yes, he was first to go down, the
yes.
Alberth Martinez batting here for the Padres. He had been on deck last inning, and he bats here in the 9th. On the ground, foul outside of first base. Alberth Martinez signed as a non-drafted free agent in 2009. He's 26 years old from Venezuela. San Antonio last year. In fact, the last 2 seasons at AA in the Padres system. Fly ball out to left field. Hilliard out there in left, drifting back towards the wall, and that is gone. Alberth Martinez takes it out of the yard, and it's now 10-5 Rockies. Second home run of the spring for Alberth Martinez.
Hey, that's a big at-bat. Good for Alberth Martinez. Let's check out the pitch. It's a slider. He went out and got it. Outer half. We're so sorry, Uncle Alberth.
The shallow right field. And Castro's out there to make the catch on Cordoba.
You're not a Beatles fan?
You know, it's funny. I get some of your references, and other ones just sort of fly right.
You didn't get that one.
I did not get.
You're
that.
not a Beatles fan.
I am to a degree.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert.
Okay. So what did you say? What did you yell out there at the end? What was
We're
it?
so sorry, Uncle Albert.
Okay, so that was what it was. That's yeah. You haven't used that before when I've worked with you. That's the first time I'd heard that one.
There's never been an Albert.
Oh, that's a great point. Dusty Coleman got a double back in the 4th inning, 1 for 3, and this one fouled back to the screen.
Uh-oh.
Watch the bees.
Yeah, it's going to disrupt the bees around the microphone. They're used to it now.
They have been there all day. Center field, and Amarista out there battling the sun. Takes care of out number 2 in the 9th inning. I'm going to bring up Colin Cowgill with 2 away.
Well, Donna, I just want to say this is our last spring training telecast on Fox Sports San Diego. We're going to tee it up Monday at Dodger Stadium. It's been a slice of heaven. Working with you this spring.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a joy, and I'm really looking forward to the 2017 campaign. Working with you and the boys. And
Bob Scanlon with us, and of course Mark Sweeney did some games. It's been a fun spring.
Yeah, Mike Pomerantz, Michelle Margot, the whole gang.
It'll be at Dodger Stadium on Monday. Two outs in the 9th inning. A run in here for the Padres. And a swing and a miss elevated that fastball, make it 1-2.
Of course, all the hard work by the people in the truck. Max Michalak, our producer today. Zach Jensen, our director. Nice job, troops.
Strike 3 and the end of the ball game. 10-5. The Rockies beat the Padres. We'll step aside and get back with more after this.
Bring on the most opinionated